3, 2, 1. What's going on, motherfuckers? Welcome to the Crocs and Hot Pocket Show. Today is Sunday, July 2nd, 2017, and this is episode 29, Team Deathmatch. Here with me tonight is SaltySam, SpeedDemon, MrFortyTwo, and the BadBadRobot. What we're going to do is go around the room, introduce everybody to you guys in chat and future audio listeners. So, on.
My name's SaltySam. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at the SaltySam, and of course at the GSN Gaming forums and Discord.
My name is SpeedDemon. You can find me on the GSM forums and Discord, and on Twitter at SpeedDemon2533.
My name is MrFortyTwo. You can find me on Twitch, Instagram at MrFortyTwo, and on Twitter at MrFortyTwoTV.
Dude, I'm BadBadRobot. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/BadBadRobot. And I'm also on Twitter and Instagram at the BadBadRobot.
Hello, my name is Knackers. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Knackers. And you can find me on this very channel on Twitch. Let me enable this command right quick. Thank you, Paul. Okay, we're good. Now it's live. First and foremost, what the fuck are you guys drinking tonight?
I'm drinking wine.
Oh, God. Salty. Oh, God.
We're losing them.
No!
No, Salty. No.
Somebody screenshot that. Screenshot that right now. That is a great face.
New avatar. Who dis?
Got it. Got it. Oh, it's on the wrong computer. Shit.
Oh.
I can't get it.
Yeah. Oh, is the question thing working, Knackers?
Yeah.
It's not working? Okay.
One of 7 bots is currently enabled.
All right. Well, we'll move on right on to SpeedDemon. What SpeedDemon's drinking? Oh, God.
He's gone.
I'm
He's
drinking
gone.
water.
Wow.
Wow.
Huh.
Okay. Well,
Oh, now Knackers is frozen.
What?
At
yep.
least on my screen.
No!
Yep. Same here.
Oh, God.
What a quality podcast, I'm
Jesus
telling you.
Lord.
On the line.
Oh. Now, okay, so SpeedDemon, you are now half speed, half 42.
I'm 42 there, eh?
And 42 is now SaltySam.
Oh, I hate wine.
And Robot's just a dick-sucking motherfucker right now.
Is he still got that, or the robot on his name?
What the shit?
Hey.
I'm telling you, we got to try that Stream Together app.
Yes, we do. Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel.
Samsonite. Oh, man. He is straight up gone.
He just eased out. He's like, nah, it's been a year of this shit. I'm out. I got a kid to raise.
Maybe his kid pulled the Ethernet cord.
Yeah, all the questions are taken. They are working. All right.
Dude.
40 twats. Bring in there, bud. Also, Chad, can we get an audio test if everything's good? If I'm being Chad, I love you guys. Okay, I love you so much. But you suck at telling me when audio is good and when audio is bad. I go back and listen to the podcast after the fact. I'm like, what is chat smoking? One person's way louder than the other. Oh, I need honest answers. But 42, what are you drinking?
I got a shock top tonight. Belgian white shock top because I had it left over from last night. And I need to get rid of them.
Wait.
And it's nice and hot out, so I just need something citrusy.
Get rid of them like you don't like them that much, so...
No, I've got like
Pound them.
I've got like 5 of them in the fridge still, and I'd rather just drink those and go and buy new beer.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing the same thing as usual, the Leinenkugel grapefruit shandy. I just can't stop drinking this beer in the summer. I tried moving to like the lemon shandy. I was like, nope, grapefruit so much better. So I got about 5 bottles of this in the fridge. And if I'm on the hammock, I'm drinking one of these, or if I'm on the podcast, I'm on one of these. I'm drinking one of these. I'm deep throating the tip of the bottle from time to time on a hammock.
You know what's weird is 42 and Speed's camera are still fine, but Robot, it looks like it's taking the top left corner of yours. Do you see that on your end?
Yeah, it's like zoomed in. Okay, I thought it was just me.
Yeah.
And I can't even see Speed.
Yeah.
This new Skype sucks so much dick.
So bad.
So okay, hold on. I'm toggling.
Oh God.
I know. I'm so sorry.
Hey.
Oh,
Hey, there we
Do
go.
I need to be fixed?
You're just not centered in your camera. Like.
Well, I moved over to be on my side in Twitch.
Oh, I got you.
You're still frozen for me, Knackers.
Am I really?
Yeah.
Damn. That's okay.
Thanks, Skype.
Okay. I am drinking. This is cotton candy flavored Faygo, and then like I think it's a berry Svedka, like a berry vodka. It's either cotton candy vodka or it's like a berry vodka. I don't know which one it is. But this is like super sugary, but it's also super good. What?
Super feminine.
Yes, I like my girly strength. What are you waving
Yes.
about, bro?
I don't know why my cam just keeps going to like pink, like straight pink right now.
Got to use that cam control, son.
Not in this game. Logitech just sucks balls. Keep going. Don't worry about me.
The vodka is blue raspberry. I was just reminded. Blue raspberry with cotton candy Faygo, and it's super fucking good. I love it. Love it very much. I just realized that my mic was down in OBS a little bit, so I upped it just a wee bit. Mods, tag me if it needs to be changed. All right, so what did Salty say he was drinking? Wine?
Yeah.
I think that's the first time I've ever seen him drink wine. Ever.
Yeah, no. I don't even think I expected Salty to drink wine. He's too much of a man.
No, never.
He said he had no choice.
Yeah, he was desperate. He must have been desperate.
All right, he just said, internet just took a monstrous shit, restarting everything. So Salty should be back soon.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we'll move on to the what non-gaming stuff that we have all been up to. Since Salty Sam isn't here, we will skip past him right now. But SpeedDemon, what about you, man?
Well, the past few weeks have been pretty busy. Work, gym, and I had to go buy an entire fence, like maybe I'd say 20 yards of fence for my dogs. So I went and did that and went and put it up. And now I have to redo some carpet and replace it with some tiles. So I've been remodeling a house. Been kind of busy.
Is this your future house?
No, I wish.
Oh.
I wish.
Are you just doing this at to help out a family friend? Or are you doing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the family friends.
Okay. Do you enjoy doing that kind of stuff?
It's all right. I find it somewhat fun, but I'd rather not be doing it if I had a choice. So.
Gotcha. When I worked, when I was working construction, the greatest part about that job, like the thing that you looked forward to every day, was lunch. Like lunch when you're working construction or like landscaping or snow shoveling, lunch is where it's at. And if you fuck with me on my lunch break, that's why I know that like construction guys, when they're on lunch and you see them out in public, you stay the fuck away. You avoid them. You let them get their food and get out, because that is the best part of their day right there. Holy shit, John Travolta. Ready to go discoing? Is that the burrito that you've been using?
Yeah.
Okay. Does it still get like hot red? Not red. Does it still get super hot?
Red.
Hot red. You mean like the actual camera itself?
Yeah, like temperature.
Yeah, like this camera is like I can touch the top, and if I hold my finger there long enough, I feel like I'm gonna burn my finger. Like that's how hot it
Jesus.
gets. Yeah, it's
Right.
crazy. It's crazy.
I wonder how long it's gonna be until that thing just fries itself.
That's a great question. I should get the warranty on this bitch.
Yeah, right. You know
I
what?
don't have problems with my camera.
The only issue that I have is just the Logitech likes to reset itself. That's the only issue that I have.
Yeah. Every time I restart my computer, I have to reset my camera settings. It sucks balls. Yeah.
Word. All right. Well, that's cool. Speed, you're doing some shit now. It's not just work. Well, it's work in other
It's
places.
work.
Yeah.
It's work in other places.
Gotcha.
Might get some pussy because of it too.
Hmm.
E.
Speed, I'll be your
Hey.
pussy.
Oh.
Hey, whoa, hey!
Hey.
Don't
Whoa.
be a douchebag.
All right, dope. 42. What you, dog?
Last weekend I went to a local lake for a friend's birthday. It was actually a pretty nice weekend. We pretty much just spent it hanging out on the beach and playing with the pup that we had out there. So went out there on the Saturday night and hung out with them for a while and played some beer pong. So I'm ready to kick your ass when I get out there. By the way, I was destroying them
Nah,
when
dog.
we were playing.
Nah, dog.
This is terrible. I can't even see your reaction to what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm still fucking frozen?
You're gonna be frozen until you restart it.
Yeah, I want to turn my video off and Skype. And back.
I feel
Wouldn't
like
be a
I can't
Crocs and
see
Hot
you.
Pockets
There we go. That's
podcast
better.
without technical difficulties.
Can you see it?
I can see you now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like a vagina.
And then
Oh.
I didn't know whether or not to put this under non-gaming news, but I did move over to a dual PC streaming setup.
Yeah!
So I'm officially doing that now, which has been a chore.
And how many days did it take you?
I'm like from once I got everything to set it all up.
I would say like once you had all the parts and you're like starting now, like as soon as you started trying to configure everything.
You know
how
what's
many
funny
days did
is
it
I
take
actually
you?
have an Instagram video of I was doing Instagram stories while I was building it, or like while I was first setting it up, which the start was June 21st. And I'm officially, as of like Thursday, I think I'm like done.
So like a whole week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got pretty lucky. I think I kind of
Fuck yeah, you did. You kidding me?
I
was about to say.
I talked with Knackers a lot through the start of it, and I kind of understood how everything was supposed to be set up before I got everything. So when I first got all the equipment, I kind of knew exactly where everything was supposed to go.
Yeah.
So that was easy. I think I had some issues with audio as well. Like once I got both my computers plugged into the mixers, I was getting some white noise off of the computers, and I'm pretty sure from what I was reading, it's considered a ground loop. For some reason, when you plug in the speakers and you plug in a microphone to a certain port, it creates a ground loop. So I had to get hum destroyers and all this other stuff, but it seems to be working now.
And your first stream looked buttery.
Yeah.
Like buttery, exactly 60 FPS. And it didn't even seem like that Ryzen chip was giving a shit about nothing either. Just was chugging.
No, it was
in a good way.
Yeah. No, I for anyone who doesn't know, I got a Ryzen 7 1700X. I could have gone with the 1800X, but I figured I looked at the two, and the only difference in the 1800X and the 1700X is this 1800X has higher clock speed,
right?
And it's like $100 more, which is insane.
Yeah.
It's like I understand some people are that picky with the clock speeds, but I was like, and then plus I waited till they had a sale. The place that I got all my parts from, they had a 1-day sale on the 1700X. So I just said, fuck it. I'm just going to go with that one because I don't think it's going to make a terrible amount of difference anyway.
How much?
How much did I pay?
Yeah, just for the CPU when it was on sale.
Canadian, it was $479, I think.
Oh, I forgot they were hex cores.
Yeah.
Which is or 8 cores, right? It's an 8 core.
Yeah.
And that chip is huge. It's a big boy.
Is it?
It's the thread that are huge.
Yeah. I didn't see it. I didn't build the computer, so I didn't actually see everything when it went in. So, and then
awesome.
So in other news, I found out on Friday that I'm a father.
What?
Congratulations.
I told HP LaserJet on Friday that I was going golfing, and she told me I was a father.
What?
Wait, are you having a fucking kid or not? Because we need to start planning for this kid's future.
No,
we need
apparently.
to set up
Apparently,
What?
if you go golfing, you're a dad. That's what I found out on Friday.
Oh my god!
I was getting ready for a fucking Canadian baby shower, eh?
I was like, "Yo, knackers, when we going up to Canada?"
Now.
Wow. Now let's. Oh my god.
Canada. Yeah, don't worry, I didn't miss that.
Ooh, okay, so apparently it's Canadian tradition to go golfing when you're gonna have a baby. Like the women, like the mom goes into the hospital to push a child out of her vagina, and the husbands go golfing.
Yeah.
Is that just how it is?
And then usually, like right after the 18th hole, you race to the hospital, and you just hope you make it in time.
Yeah. Oh my lord.
Quick as 18.
Yeah.
So do you baptize your babies in maple syrup there? Is that a thing?
You baptize your baby in the 18th hole water trap that's on the side of the course.
Yeah, I was about to say golf pond.
Now, is it more of like a dip or is it like an overhand throw? Like later, baby.
You throw it in, and then you use the little extending golf ball retriever. And,
And if that doesn't work, you get the sand trap rake.
and if you can't retrieve it with that, it's not a worthy kid. You just leave it there.
Yeah. And then, hey, you've provided dinner to the local
Geese.
alligator. I almost said crocodile.
Yeah, I'm not actually having a kid. I was making a joke about, because I went into HP's channel on Friday and told her that I was going golfing, and she's like, I didn't know you were a dad. I was like, oh,
Ouch.
I just
That
like to
is the
golf,
weirdest. Okay. I'm gonna go give her shit for that.
Yeah.
But so I've been doing a bunch of golfing recently. I'm actually going golfing again tomorrow, and it's supposed to be like 86 Fahrenheit tomorrow, and I'm gonna be golfing and like that. It doesn't sound that hot to some of you guys, but that's like
That's hot.
that's hot
hot.
for
Yeah.
me. That's
Yeah.
really hot. We had a family barbecue yesterday for Canada Day.
Hey.
Hey.
And everybody in my family thinks it's stupid that people watch me play video games now.
Ouch.
You told them?
Oh yeah, everybody. Well, my mom was bragging about it. I was telling her all about how subscription buttons work, and she's like, so she was out telling everybody, and nobody was like, oh my god, that's stupid. Why are you doing that? It was just like, there was like, who does that? Why would you go, like, why would you play the games? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
what I do.
Millions of people. Why do you watch sports? Why do you watch hockey? Why wouldn't
play
you
it.
just go play hockey?
Yeah, exactly.
You need to use that next time. Why do you watch hockey when you could just play hockey yourself?
They were so flabbergasted when I told them that I didn't have cable and I don't have Netflix. They were like, what do you do when you're at home?
Right.
I watch Twitch.
Yep. Do you actually? That's what I was gonna ask. Is Netflix is available for you guys?
Yeah, but we
Okay.
have a different library.
The fuck, Netflix?
Dude, it's so bad. And like, there used to be a big thing because everybody used to just use VPNs in order to get American Netflix, because you guys get way more content than we do. But then Netflix did something and they basically screwed it, so you can't even use a VPN anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know how they did it. I don't know how that's possible, but
I think they just blacklisted most VPN like common servers.
Yeah. Or yeah,
Or
just
blacklist them.
just whitelisted all of
Yeah.
like the most common external IPs, like and their ranges, and then like, oh,
yeah.
these are the IP ranges that VPNs usually use. But yeah, that's got to be fucking difficult to do.
Yeah.
I just don't even use it because I don't watch anything.
You really don't.
I don't. Anybody could ask me if I've watched something, and there's 98% chance I have not watched it.
Did you know that you can ask Siri for your temperature in either Celsius or Fahrenheit? I almost said calcium.
I'm sure you could probably ask her that too.
I was like, because I was curious, and I was saying to myself, can I ask Siri? Because I was about to tell you, like, when you posted in Discord, it's 30 today, or it's going to be 30 tomorrow. I was like, I wonder what my temperature in Celsius would be. And I asked Siri, and then but beware, once you do that, it sets your default measurement, or fucking, it sets it to Celsius. So if you ask it again 10 minutes later, it's going to give it to you in calcium instead of flubbernuts.
I actually have friends that just have really bad speech problems, and they say calcium all the time when they try to say Celsius.
Do they really?
Yeah, no word of a lie. I do. I have like one or two friends that I know have done that.
No shit.
Calcium.
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 Yeah, that's it for me.
Coliseum outside.
A lot of shit, dude. All right, so that's awesome that you got the dual PC set up. I am, of course, extremely jealous that you got it set up and working so fast. And that issue, the ground loop, I think there's a part of me that thinks that is because when you get two mixers set up, because like everything was fine with just one mixer, and then as soon as you throw that second one in there, everything gets fucked.
Yeah, but I wasn't. I don't know if it was, because before, when I was using the one mixer, I didn't have the audio running to it, right? I wasn't even using, like, I had all my audio, all of my output audio was running to the USB headset, my Astros, and all my mic input was through USB mixer. So from what I was reading, the ground loop stuff that I was experiencing that I had to get the hum destroyers for is because when you plug in like the 3.5 millimeter jack, if you plug that in and you plug in another jack, and then you also have it running to a mixer and then have it going to another computer at the same time, even if it's over USB, apparently it causes that. So
yeah, audio is so goddamn finicky.
Well, and I also had the other issue with the audio after I got my two mixers, that I was still getting this weird white noise coming from somewhere. And I was talking with Knackers about it the one night, and we actually couldn't figure out how to fix it. I had on my streaming computer, I had everything unplugged. Every USB device was unplugged except for the audio mixer, and there was nothing plugged into the mixer. So it was just the mixer sitting on my desk with USB running to the streaming PC, and I got noise.
Wow.
Do you have any like XLR cables running near power?
Well, no, not in that one anyway. But even there wasn't any XLR plugged into it.
Yeah, you want to keep the power and the audio cable separated. I know everybody likes to cable manage and like Velcro them all together, but you got to keep them. You got to keep them as far away as possible.
Yeah, I never was able to. It was weird because the way that I fixed that issue was I basically just swapped my two mixers on the computers.
Oh, maybe it was just an issue with one of them. Like one was louder than the other one or something.
I don't know if it was maybe just the USB cables that I was using for each one. Like I was using the ones that came with them, but for whatever reason, when I swapped it, it worked.
That is so weird.
I'm just happy it's working now. I'm not even.
Did you swap just mixers, or did you swap power supplies too?
I literally left the cables sitting on the desk, and I just picked them up and swapped the mixers around.
Yeah, it must have been a unit
so
thing.
fucking weird.
It's so dumb. That's audio for you. It's just that stupid shit can solve your problems.
Yeah,
Well, I don't have to worry
it was
about
such a. I was actually ready to like pull my hair out at one point and just be like, you know what? I'm just gonna ride with one PC for the next little while and just fuck it for the time being.
I tell everybody, like, I literally planned for 4 months. Like, I would have dreams about how I was going to route audio and video in a dual PC setup. I stressed about it so much, especially when you're throwing, high refresh rate monitors into the mix and stuff like that, which most capture cards don't have support for. Audio, though, like, I got really lucky. Like, I thought about it for so long, and then once I had everything in front of me, cables, equipment, computers, I literally set it up in 50 minutes and it was done. But I also spent months stressing about how I was going to do it and doing tons of research and shit. So, and I only have one mixer and one preamp, so I don't have to run dual mixers. And I don't know.
Well,
there's so many ways to do it.
Another weird quick thing that I want to add too, and I did not know this was going to happen, and I figure it's just because of the preamps in these mixers, but my Astro headset, because now I've got the audio running to the audio mixer, and then it's running to my Astro dock, which is what sends the wireless signal to my headset. It boosted the quality of my Astro headset like 100%.
Wow,
these things sound so much better now.
Wow,
which
is I'm more than happy.
I'm just surprised that even with your headset being wireless, that it improved the quality too.
Yeah,
that's awesome though.
Well, and you can EQ it, right? Do your mixers have EQs for the channels? So you could even take it a step further and
which I did. I've been slowly tweaking them. The gaming one, I kind of it's kind of hard because I have to do it per game depending on what the game is. Like Rocket League got a lot of really tingy and really tinny sounding noises to it, so
Yeah.
I have to turn down some of the stuff. But it's even just the general, like even if I don't EQ anything at all, it sounds way better.
So cool.
That's awesome. If you had the chance to like have everything set up with one mixer, are you glad that you went with two, just as far as like simplicity goes? Not just hardware wise, but when it comes to routing that audio through OBS and having control over both, are you glad that you went with two?
Yeah, I was trying to earlier. I did buy a bigger mixer, and I was hoping to run my Surface, my Windows Surface, to the mixer as well, so I could control music separately. But when I was running the music to it, it was like the music was just not coming through it properly. And I don't know if I just had the wrong cables, or maybe the Surface doesn't support the right kind of audio to go into it. But for whatever reason, I couldn't get it to work. Plus, the bigger mixer that I was using when I first plugged that bigger mixer in is when I first started getting that USB noise that when I had everything unplugged from it. So I just said, fuck it. And plus, the bigger mixer I bought, I couldn't EQ all the channels for the streaming PC and the gaming PC. So I'm sending that one back, and I'm just going to stick with the two smaller mixers that I've got, because I can at least EQ the two computers. And I can't do music unless I think I plug it into the main mix channel, but don't think that's a good idea. So
I think do the 2-track. You got that 2-track USB, the RCA's at the top. You could do that in, and that would be stereo.
The line in?
Yeah. For a 2-track.
And I could still have the output for speakers?
Yeah. Yep.
I might have to do that. I'll figure that out, but
word. All right, now Robot can tell us what's so goddamn funny.
So funny, giggly bits.
I was laughing at Anunnaki's last question that we're going to answer at the end of the show.
You guys have been talking about dual PC, and everybody's been talking about me riding alligators over the summer.
We've lost our audience.
And they're gone.
And they're gone. So myself, work, streaming, we had a loss in the family, so there was a lot of there was a funeral, and there was a lot of like family gatherings, so that kept us, at least me and Knackers, pretty busy. Last Thursday I had to wake up at like 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning to drive Knackers off to the airport to go pick up Weenie. And other than that, I mean, been eating a lot of good food downtown with the wife, you know, date nights, and lots of, because the weather's been so nice in Michigan, like other than this week, like being really, really hot, we've had like 70 to like 76 degree weather. So it's been perfect, like beer and hammock weather. So a lot of just relaxing and getting some vitamin D. Hey, get that vitamin D.
It's been, other than the rain almost every single day, it's been super nice weather-wise here in Michigan.
Yeah. And we haven't even gotten the rain that you guys have been getting. We got like a thunderstorm, and when we do get thunderstorms, they're like 30 minutes and then they're gone, and that's blue skies again. Yesterday, had a family barbecue on the lake. We watched the fireworks. We got to see some family we hadn't seen in a long time. That was nice. Good food. Homemade rice pudding. Oh my God. So good. Pulled pork. Yeah. Anyways.
What's in rice pudding? Probably got rice in it. What else is it?
It's almost like you take like tapioca pudding and you just have like mushed up rice in it, and then you put cinnamon on top. But it's something way simpler than that. But it's delicious, especially warm and cold.
I prefer
it sounds
cold.
Disgusting. You prefer it cold?
Yeah.
Like right out of the fridge?
It definitely feels like chunky cum in your mouth when you're eating it, but it tastes fantastic.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Like semen that has like rattlesnake venom in it. It's all like clumpy.
Yeah, the texture is weird. Like it's definitely an acquired taste for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there was so much good food.
Pudding.
Other than that, just a lot of streaming, and then we'll talk about what games we've been playing later.
Speed, I have you at 200% in Discord.
Do you want me to yell?
There you go. Right, just fucking right there, baby. That's the spot.
Do you want me to yell?
Christ. No, I do not.
I mean, I'm right on the mic. If I turn up any louder, you hear yourself.
No, you're fine right there, but your mic, you were talking and your mic was like down here. Before.
Because he can't read his monitor when it's right here.
Yeah, right. Oh, right there, baby. Oh, this is
Beautiful.
spot.
Oh,
Yes. Oh, yes.
daddy.
Fucking stuff that alligator in my ass, Speed.
All you guys got the AT 2020, 2035, all like shooting off to the left. You know, this is totally random, but I was watching this streamer, this Rainbow Six streamer, and he was talking about how he had the AT 2020. He's like, I just don't like the sound I'm getting from it, so I totally want to upgrade, you know, to some $600 microphone. I'm like, dude, I had that microphone, and I know it sounds way better than what it sounds like on your setup. And I was like, are you sure you're talking into the right side of the microphone?
You got it backwards.
He had it backwards the whole time, and you should have seen this guy turn just like beet red as he's twisting the microphone in the stand. It was pretty funny. But after that, the microphone sounded amazing.
Yeah.
I'm like, see, you don't need an upgrade.
And that's why I tell people, like, you can get a similar sound. Like, you can at least get a good starting point of really good vocals if you buy a $150 mic with a $150 compressor, or better yet, $150 mic with an $80 mixer and the built-in compressor with OBS using their plugins.
Yep.
And it sounds so fucking good. But everybody sees the fucking SM7B and they go, oh God, my stream will not be complete unless I have this $500 microphone. Like
$300, $400 actually.
Is it
$350
$400 now? Or $350 now?
It was. I got it for $350. Yeah.
Okay.
But then you got to buy. You know, it's not just the microphone. It's the equipment behind it. You can't just like buy a microphone and you think it's going to make you sound like you're on the radio. There's a lot of stuff on the back end that helps. The compressor, like the most quality, the thing that adds the best sound to my microphone is the DBX. Like that in itself is, out of my whole setup, that's gold right there.
Yep.
So I mean, if you have an AT 2035, you can make it sound 100 times better just by adding a compressor, like hardware compressor. And this one's great because it's a preamp, a compressor, a noise gate, which most people have to run software for.
Yep.
So it's just great. DBX 286.
What are one of those
coupon code
costs?
butt stuff. I paid 150.
Oh, really?
Might have been on sale. It might be 200 regular, like retail.
So like 500 for me.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
I don't know. Look it up. It might be cheaper now.
No,
You have to get the DBX 286S. There's a couple different models. A lot of them seem the same, but this one's just made for running one. It's one channel, one microphone.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with what I've got right now. I'm not gonna touch any more audio shit. Fuck.
Oh, you good? No, you sound good, man.
I don't.
Your mom sounds good. What?
It's showing new on Amazon for $270, which means it's probably not in production anymore, which means there's probably a new one coming out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's giving that see all buying options on Amazon. So they're either coming out with something new or they've just stopped making that model. So, but usually that means if they're having a new model, there's probably going to be something newer that does the same thing that's going to be cheaper.
I mean, there's other equipment like this comparable. This is your budget processor, you know, and compressor. Like there's stuff that's probably cheaper, some stuff that's probably more expensive. But I just read so many good reviews, especially from people in broadcasting who used it and were so happy with it.
Word.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else for you, Robot?
For real life, nope. That's it. Pretty laid back.
Word. For myself, actually, a shit ton has gone down. In the past 2 weeks, But the past week, I guess, since the last podcast, this past weekend, I flew to North Carolina, hung out with Weenie for a couple days, and then actually moved her back here to Michigan. So Weenie officially lives with me now.
AKA
Here in-
How do you
kidnapped.
do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say she's somewhere dismembered in his closet.
No, look, she can still speak. Weenie, speak.
I didn't hear it. I call bullshit.
Okay, she didn't say anything, but we're not going to talk. So apparently she's loud enough to speak through a closet door. But yeah, so we moved her back here. We had a family barbecue that was this past week that Robot was talking about, and then that was kind of it. Today was a bunch of housework. But yeah, so I flew to North Carolina. We saw Black Bear live in concert at the Fillmore in downtown Charlotte, which was fucking dope. It was such a goddamn good show. If anybody doesn't know who Black Bear is, he's like a R&B singer, but he kind of sings over like electronic beats and stuff. Really fucking good. So if you haven't listened to him, go check him out. We went to like a microbrewery in Charlotte, and then that was really all we had time for, because by that time we had to start packing up the house. We made the mistake of thinking we could wake up after a night of drinking and 4 hours of sleep, pack the house into a truck, drive that truck 11 hours, and then unpack it when we got here in Michigan. Worst idea. We had way too much faith in ourselves, and it ended up being terrible. Just absolutely. And a 10.5-hour drive took us 15 hours, and we got in at like 5:30 a.m. on that Sunday. We had to stop in Ohio because me and Weenie both got food poisoning from fucking KFC. It was the KFC Taco Bell, and that's what I'm betting my money on that it was. Never go to KFC when it shares the kitchen with a Taco Bell. That's your problem right there. Weenie puked all over a parking lot in a gas station and like passed out for like 45 minutes. And then we basically came home, went right to bed, and then we woke up like half an hour later, both sweating and just like convulsing, like freezing cold, shivering, but body temperature was so high and just sweating. And just like,
the worst.
oh God, don't fucking touch me! Roll over! Roll the fuck. You know that scene in Parks and Rec where they all get food poisoning and they're all in, I think it's Ron Swanson's office, and they're like trying to roll over to the phone to like make a call.
So that KFC shared a kitchen with Taco Bell?
It was a Taco Bell KFC in the same building. Like you walk in and they're both menus are at the same counter.
That Taco Bell chef was like, I'd show these fuckers to eat KFC and threw some poison up in there.
They also do
Probably
like
did.
Long John Silver's in Taco Bell, like side by side, and yeah, they're disgusting.
So we did that, and then it was weird because it was one of those times where I refused to throw up. Like I should have gone and thrown up, but I really didn't want to. And I think we slept for 3 or 4 hours, and then woke up and the sweats and the shakes were gone. And then we ate something I think we had like salad and bread from, oh my fucking nuts, cat. Jesus. Stepped right on it. And then we had to unload the truck that same day. I think we unloaded the truck at like noon after sleeping for a couple hours. So really rough drive back. That was the other thing. I picked up caffeine pills at the gas station, and as opposed to getting coffee, and took I don't know, like 4 times the recommended dose on accident because I didn't read the instructions on the box properly. So I think that had something to do with it too. The brewery is written on the cup that I'm drinking from. Ghostface Brewing. So yeah, we found a fucking Groupon. It was $17. We got 2 pint glasses and a growler, and then 2 free beers for $17 at this brewery.
Nice.
Groupon is still a thing, huh?
It is, and it's still dope. And you don't look as weird as you do if you're like using coupons. A Groupon is like the cool. It's like the hipster coupon. But I had a sour beer called Sour Kitty. It was so goddamn tart. Weenie hated
Cat
it.
piss.
I loved it. It does not taste like cat piss. Don't ask me how I know that. But yeah, super fucking good beer and just an all around great. I think that's really it, because ever since we've gotten back, it's either been eating, sleeping, or like trying to unpack. Because like my house, like 3 times smaller than where she was from, and she has a lot of shit. Holy shit, she have a lot of shit. So there's just boxes everywhere. I've been slowly unpacking. We're painting her office, so everything is currently pulled out of that room. So just like drywall repair and painting and cleaning and just that stuff back and forth. So, but hopefully we're gonna, because I have this Monday off for 4th of July. She has Monday and Tuesday off. So we're gonna try and knock out a lot of the house stuff in the next couple days. And oh, you know what? I'm so sad that Salty isn't here, because he had some awesome shit to talk about. Now he's not gonna be able to talk about it. Salty! All right.
That's okay. There's always 2 weeks.
Yep.
Always
All right.
2 weeks.
Cool. Moving right along to what games we have been playing or streaming recently. Salty Sam had same shit broken record. I think, Salty up to this point was playing a lot of Grand Theft Auto. Well, now he's playing Ark again, because there's like a new update and somebody we know is hosting a server and blah blah blah. So he's playing that. What was the game that he was playing before this?
For art?
Yeah, what was he
He
playing?
was playing Battlegrounds.
Battlegrounds.
Yeah, Battlegrounds, H1Z1 he was really deep into, Rocket League, and then that's it. You mean 7 Days to Die?
Was it?
No.
No, it's whatever.
Where
Like
he-
the most
He
recent
built a dick
game
butt?
that he was playing before he got in back to Ark. There was something else
Battlegrounds.
that he was playing every week, and I can't remember what it was.
Conan.
Oh, it was fucking
Conan Exiles?
That's what it was. Yeah. Yep.
That game died.
I thought
quick.
that died really fast.
It did, but he played it while it was the thing.
It didn't. I think it came out for consoles now. Consoles.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Consoles.
Cancels.
Okay. All right. Speed Dickle. What about you, man?
Not much at all. It was a squad and some Rocket League. I played a little bit of Rocket League with Vans, Karoon, Girthy, and Jimbo. I played that for about 4 or 5 hours straight. So
4 or
Damn.
5 hours.
Wow.
yeah,
When did you
It was-
masturbate? When did you have time?
you gotta do that while you play.
Mm.
You gotta master it. But
It's the only way to Rocket
When
League.
you make one of
master
those
the
good arrows.
masturbation. But yeah, just that, and then today I got back in the squad. Kind of picked that back up. It's been a year or 2 since that release, and that's the last time I played it. They've added a lot of stuff into that game.
Yeah, let's talk about that. So, what are popular game modes in that game right now, and how does it play compared to the last time that you played it?
All right. So the game modes, kind of give you an idea what the game's about. If you've ever played Project Reality, which is a Battlefield 2 mod, you'll know exactly what Squad is. If not, I would say it's maybe a mix between Arma 3 and Battlefield. It's kind of leaning on a simulator feel, but it's got the arcadey controls, and it's not as clunky as Arma. If you've ever played that game, it's clunky as hell. The game mode that you can play, it's basically a capture point. You start at your 2 main bases, and you just go and capture points until you run the other teams out of tickets. And it's a tactical shooter, and I say that you need to have an entire squad playing with you. You can't just go in and play by yourself, or you will get wrecked.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I've seen.
It's like a
Playing
one
this
shot
one.
you're dead type thing. It's realistic.
Well,
yeah.
and it's I think it's 60v60, so it's a lot of people playing, and that's the only game I can say the firefights is the most intense in.
Okay.
You don't get that in any other game, and it's exciting.
I've seen Sheriff Eli play Squad a good bit. I didn't realize, it's not a role-playing game, but he role-plays the shit out of his Squad character, and it is fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
You'll
because
have
he
s-
plays with all of the people that he role played with. So it was
Yeah.
like, if it wasn't SOE, it's the new thing they're doing. It's called like the family or something like that.
Yeah. We,
Yeah.
not me.
We, not me. Yeah.
Such
But
a good.
if I would highly recommend that if you enjoy like realistic shooters.
It's beautiful. It's on the Unreal Engine. It's a pretty game.
It gets really like today. We were driving in a BTR and we just get ambushed by 2 squads, and you just see 4 or 5 RPGs get shot at us, and it gets really intense.
Ambush.
Suppressing fire.
I know you can get like additions to TeamSpeak and everything for that, but I love how in that game all the in-game audio has the radio sounds to it.
Yep.
Roger,
And
Roger.
it makes your voice sound like you're on a radio. I think that's so
It's pretty cool.
I was always so confused because people would play squad in the GSN server. Everybody was deafened in Discord. I'm like, what are they doing? Why are they talking to each other?
Squad, but they're playing without communication.
So you pretty much have to use the in-game VoIP for that game.
Yeah.
Okay.
The VoIP system, how it works is if there's a certain button, you talk in the proximity of you. So if someone's on your right and they're talking, you hear them on your right. And if they're further off, you can't hear them as well. You'll have people yelling, "They're over here!" You can just barely hear the guy. You also have a radio, which that's basically straight communication with somebody a ways off. So you can talk to them like you do Discord, but you
Like
hear
squad.
the radio sounds. You hear the radio
Squad radio.
sounds, and the VoIP's kind of made where it sounds like it's coming off of a walkie-talkie radio. And then you have like squad lead to squad lead communication. So it's got like a hierarchy of who can talk to each other. And you have to have
Damn.
each squad communicating with the squad leads to do certain things. Like today,
That's
I
nuts.
was running mortars as well. So you have to have like a forward observer, making sure you're shooting your mortars where they go, because it's not like Battlefield where you just shoot it and it says it hits here. You have to have someone have eyes on where you're blowing shit up. Yeah,
I think you got him.
you gotta go more to the left.
You definitely killed Bob. Bob's gonna be mad.
Now we definitely gave them a touch of the South. The reason that's been said so much lately, Speed, is me and Weenie were walking at a mall, and there's a store called Touch of the South, and Weenie has this thing where she just says things out loud without any context. One of the first things we did when we first met up, I'm driving. It's like 10 p.m. pitch blackout, and the radio's on. It's like kind of quiet. Driving, and then I hear, "Jesus Christ!" What? And then calmly she goes, "Light of the world." What the fuck are you talking about? She goes, "That church over there." And I look over to the right, and there's a giant sign that says "Jesus Christ, Light of the World." I'm like, great time to start screaming. Like you don't want a girl you just met from the internet screaming in your car. It doesn't look good. So we were walking around at this mall and casually walking along, and she goes, "Touch of the South." What? And the points. Look, a sign. And it was a store called Touch of the South, and she was pretty much joking that's what you do when you fuck people. That's you give them a touch of the South.
Touch of the South.
Is everything
of
you
the
see like
South.
sweet tea, anything that reminds you of the South? Oh, SpeedDemon.
Yeah. Yes. Very much
Oh,
so.
yeah.
You're really the only person we know that we like in the South.
Robot was sending me, "I'm thinking of you." Give me some sweet tea.
Well, yeah, 'cause remember I just saw that sweet tea vodka the other
You
day.
did it as well, yeah.
I was just at the grocery store, and I always walk past the orange juice and the sweet tea, and I see it. I'm like, I should get some sweet tea.
Hey,
Speed would like that.
I would love a touch of the South with my morning eggs.
Right.
Good shit. Well, cool. I definitely want to give Squad a try. I just don't know when. Is it still early access?
Yeah.
Does it
It's early access, but they update it all the time.
play like early access?
Oh,
No?
it's really nice. Yeah, there's a few like I would say graphical glitches like here and there, but my whole time playing today, I didn't notice anything that was game breaking.
Like desync or anything like that?
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, I might give it a try. Now, I remember just a couple minutes ago you compared it to Arma. I missed what you said. As far as gameplay, like mechanics, reliability, how does it compare to Arma?
It's a lot better. It's
Okay.
you should be able to run it pretty high graphical wise. I mean, it still needs a little bit of optimization,
Okay.
but it's not like Arma. Not
Okay.
at all.
Cool. All right. Awesome.
Word.
So I've been playing a lot of Rocket League. Well, I shouldn't even say a lot of Rocket League. I played a bunch of Rocket League for Knacker's stream. Had about 5 or 6 of us on there, so we were playing some Rocket League on Knacker's stream. Been doing some Hearthstone like normal. Overwatch with some of my IRL friends. Played some
What the hell is that
Battlegrounds.
supposed to mean?
What?
You're
IRL
in
friends?
real life friends. What the hell is
Yeah.
that supposed to mean?
I have friends in real
You don't
life, like
consider-
some.
You don't consider
Like
us
some of
your
you guys.
real life friends?
Oh, that hurts.
You
You guys, I don't know.
virtual.
I don't. Speed.
She's
I don't even know if
virtual.
you're real. I don't even know if you're real.
Well, I will get up there
I've
when I
at
get
least- I've-
vacation. Okay.
I've at least met Robot. I know he's real.
40. I wrapped my arms around you.
I know you're fucking massive. Not fat,
Wow.
but just like tall. You're
Wow. Oh, I'm not fat. I'm thick. Okay.
Thick bone.
I'm thick.
I'm
Thicker
gonna
than
go
a
up there one
bowl of
day.
oatmeal.
I promise you guys.
Yeah, I just
Massive.
you are massive.
Yo,
Thank you.
He called me fat. 42 called me fat. He called me massive. Called me massive.
Hey, you can't spell massive without ass.
Hey.
And IV. I mean, if you want those two things together.
Thick.
Thick dick.
All right, go 42. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I did some PlayerUnknown Battleground just for one of my test streams earlier, so played like one game of that. I did some GTA 5 missions also with my real friends that are real people. And
I know, right?
dude, there's some game types on GTA 5 that are so hidden, but they are so much fun to play.
Like what?
Like we played a game type. There was only 4 of us, right? There's the game type, and somebody in chat might know the name of it, but there's 2 people, you have 2 teams, 2 people, one on each team have to drive like a low riding, really slow car in the game, and the other people have to drive like they drive the armored Kurumas, those like cars that have like blocked out windows. And the whole point of the game or the mission is the people in the low riding slow cars have to get through all these checkpoints, and the other team has to use their Kuruma to either interrupt the slow car or try to help out their slow car or disrupt the other slow car. So it's basically like a game of bumper cars while the slow car is trying to get to its checkpoints.
That's what you were telling me about.
Yeah.
In Disco. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, and it was so much fun because like the 2 people in the slower cars are just trying to focus on driving because this car just handles like shit. It's slow as hell, and then people are just like the other vehicles is just slamming into them the entire time. I mean, it's like a regular Grand Theft Auto, but it was just it's a really fun game type, and I could see it being really, really fun if there was more than just 2 teams playing it.
Is there still? You have to find all of the mini games in the multiplayer on the points on the map still? Like, is that how it's still done in multiplayer?
You can start up jobs through the menu, but you have to. Yeah, there is a way that you can go online and you can actually just like scroll through all the jobs. You can find like user created ones or Rockstar created ones.
Okay.
I don't know how last time I did it, which was forever ago, it wasn't that in depth. Like it was hard to find everything, but you could still find all the Rockstar created ones, which is all the ones that I've been playing
Okay.
with them. I don't know. I find that there's just a lot of really fun game types in that game that if you actually take the time to play them properly, they're a lot of fun.
That's one game that I know that I still need to play a lot of, but I just haven't found the time to. And I could never stream that game on a single PC setup, and I'm actually kind of scared to try it because I mean, like GTA 5, does a fucking number on my gaming PC as it is right now. So I'm kind of afraid to stream it. I might do like a test run at some point. I just don't know when, but I'd like to try it soon.
The hackers are back in the game.
Yeah.
Well, that didn't take
They did
long.
all that. They did all that work, and they're just as bad now.
Yeah. No, I didn't see anyone. I was playing it the other day, but it from what what I'm hearing is that they're still finding their way around everything.
Yeah,
It was nice for about 3 days. You can get in, and everybody's playing, and it's all legit. And then a few more days later, there's people getting dropped money on, and people blowing you up and shit. It's just stupid.
I think that was one of the biggest deterrents for me, was knowing that there was going to be hackers everywhere and that there was no point in going in a public lobby like ever.
Well, all the DLCs, like, oh, you need to be in a public lobby to do this DLC, and it's stupid.
Oh, God.
And you can't do it because you'll spend all this time, let's say, doing the gun running, and you're collecting your weapons and shit, and you go to sell. Hacker just blows you up just by a click of a button, and all the hours you spent collecting weapons and supplies are gone.
God damn.
I'm getting stressed out just thinking about that right now.
Yeah.
All right, my turn.
I think it is you.
Yep.
All right, so again, like I'm streaming 5 days a week now, so I'm playing a lot of games. I played through Uncharted 1 through 3. I've been playing, of course, the usual Overwatch and Rainbow Six. I also played 3 other games, 2 of which are now on my top 10 games of all time. One being Stories Untold, the game I bought for $10 on Steam. It's a text adventure game, but it's just amazing. And also Greg, G for Greg, gifted me, or no, I'm sorry, Remax gifted me this game called What Remains of Edith Finch.
Okay.
And that game, I started streaming and I was in a great mood, and then never mind, I'm not gonna say anything. It's on sale right now for $15, and it is one of the coolest feely games I've ever played in my life.
Okay.
Just go into it blind and just take your time with it and listen and enjoy the world, and you will be blown away. And I just watched Marcos play through the same 2 games, Stories Untold and What Remains, and just like seeing I think there's a certain shock that comes with, like, when you play a game that's that cheap, $10 to $15, and then by the end you're like, holy shit, that's one of the best games I've ever played in my life, you know, because we're so used to playing like AAA titles, $60, $80 games that we can play for hours, but they really don't have an emotional toll on you or effect, or, you know, and those 2 games were both fantastic. So pick those up before the Steam sale's over. I'm going to be starting Uncharted 4 here shortly, and are we going to talk about the games we bought on the Steam sale?
Yeah, I threw that at the end of the gaming and news discussion.
Okay, so I got that ready. And the last game I played is another one that was gifted to me, was Friday the 13th.
Ooh.
So I have to say, like, I've watched gameplay, I've watched a few clips here and there, and I was never that interested, like that intrigued to buy it myself, especially for $40. But I got gifted it, and I played it for 2 streams so far. And the first time I was just a complete noob. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what was what. I didn't know. You know, you go in blind, and it's just kind of like a trial and error thing. You die and you learn. You die and you learn. And I have to say, it's been hilarious. The community is there's a lot of squeakers that want to run you over with their car. I have met a few cool people. I have one highlight. I won't spoil it for anybody, but it's on my Twitch channel. It's called Getting Cock Blocked in Friday the 13th. And when that happened, chat just absolutely blew up. It was so funny. So I played it 2 days, and now I've constantly have the itch to keep trying, because there's 3 different maps, and there's multiple ways to escape Jason, and you have to work with the other people on the map to, you know, to achieve this goal. Like one of, like 3 people can escape this way and 1 person can escape this way. It's, whether it's car, boat, calling the cops, or, killing Jason. So
you can kill
it's pretty cool. You can, I think it's kill him. There's something you could do to stop him for a long time, I think. And it involves, here's the thing. I don't watch a lot of horror movies. So, and I didn't watch Friday the 13th. So I know who Jason is, but I don't know the lore behind it. So, and a lot of people do. And I think that's why they probably enjoy it so much. So yeah. Friday the 13th is fun. Is it worth $40? If it was $20, maybe $25, maybe $30, I would be like, yeah. But it sounds like for the buggy state it's in, the developers had to pay a shit ton of money in royalties to get rights to music and assets and to use all the stuff from the movies. But this game is very similar to a game like Dead by Daylight.
Yep.
Just like more cheesy and 90s horror movie cheesy and funny. But a lot of funny things can happen in the gameplay.
The only thing I always think about in that game is like when the game first starts up and that guy with the blonde curly hair turns on, he's like, just the look on his face, it just always cracks me up.
It looks so weird. And I at first I thought it was a bug. I was like, that has to be a bug, right? But I think they're just going to keep it. Like he looks, everybody's scared face looks so ridiculous.
I was gifted that game by Shadow Wolf. And
he's the one who got it for me too.
I felt so bad. I actually declined the gift. And I talked to him and I said, I've watched a lot of this game's gameplay on Twitch, on YouTube. I've seen a lot of clips, and I would feel really bad if I took, a game that was worth that much money and just didn't play it. If I already knew that I wasn't going to play the game. So there's still a chance that I might try it if it goes on sale down the road. But like, I'm okay with it if it's my money that I'm spending. But like, he was so nice to gift it to me, and I was like, I'm gonna feel like shit if I take this and then don't play it if I already feel this way. So I still don't know if it's a game that I have any interest in. Like, I think I'm okay just being a spectator of the game. The same thing with Dead by Daylight. I had no interest in playing that game. I also have no interest in watching the game being played. So I think I don't know. It seems like it could be fun, but $40 worth of fun? I don't think so.
It's something that I would imagine picking up and playing every now and then.
Yeah.
Like every once in a blue moon type of thing.
The clips are funny and the interaction between the players is funny when you're watching, but you really don't understand what the fuck is going on unless you've played the game and you understand the mechanics. So like, it's now more fun for me to watch other streamers play it now that I know what the hell's going on. So I'll say that. And again, not technically the sort of game I would see myself playing. However, I've been having a lot of fun streaming it.
I think I don't see myself ever playing it. Like, I would never boot it up and play it alone. I think that'd be a game that'd be fun if you could fill a lobby with people you know.
Yeah.
That's the only situation I think I would actually want to play that game.
And if you do that, I highly suggest use the in-game VoIP. Like, you guys don't talk at Discord. Use the game mechanics as they're supposed to be.
I wish more games would do in-game VoIP like that game can do, where like I wish more developers would understand that proximity voice, as much as it probably is difficult to set up in some games, it makes everything so much more immersive.
Yeah.
Or there's developers who just don't put any money into the in-game VoIP and it sounds like shit. Rocket League.
It might just be too because like they know that people use Discord and TeamSpeak so much.
Yeah.
They're like, why would we want to try and compete with that?
Yep.
The atmosphere. That's a good thing.
I was gonna
Mention
mention when you were talking about Squad 2, SpeedDemon. If you like that, the way that you communicate in Squad, you're gonna love when you get your Vive and you play Onward. Because it's the same way. Like, there's proximity voice if you just talk normally, but if you want to talk to your team, you actually have to like let go of your gun and reach up and touch your shoulder and push the button, and it actually makes like a radio sound.
That's really
Yeah, I know
cool.
That's
That's
still
really
real.
cool.
I know.
Hits your
We will
face.
kick
with-
gas in
with
that
the
game for
controller.
you too.
Is
Oh.
Onward
From the beginning.
only a VR game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
made for the VR.
Okay.
That's what makes it a
Mhm,
good game.
I've seen so many funny clips that have come from that game. Still, one of the funniest clips to this day is one from Lyric where he looks over at a guy and he's stabbing himself.
Pop.
No, that one too.
That's
That
the
one
funny.
too.
He's like, what is this? And he just shoots the guy. I was
Yeah.
like, oh.
That one, that was the #1 Twitch clip of like the highest watched Twitch clip of 2016, I think.
Yeah.
And then the other one is where he looks over and the guy is stabbing himself while looking at Lyric, and then the guy just fucking falls.
Collapses. Yeah.
And,
You know, and that game is actually the main reason why I wanted to get my dual PC set up.
Really?
Oh.
That's like the main reason, because I want to play the shit out of that game on stream because it's so much fun to play. But when I would try to run my Vive while streaming, it was just not just the Vive, but even just that game in general was just not having it. So
one of the other clips that I saw that was pretty funny was this guy. He had a grenade, and he put some effort into throwing. He was, ugh, and it just falls right in front of him. He's like, dude, run! He just starts packing them and just kills like everybody around.
yeah,
Because like in a normal game, you just press fucking W and A and you turn one way and you start running. But when you have to start thinking about how you have to move and you're panicking, you're looking around and you have what? What's the normal cook time on a grenade? Like 5 to 7 seconds?
5, 7 seconds.
Yeah. So you've got like the amount of brain farting that is going on, trying to figure out where to go. Do you know? I want to see that clip again because now that you say that, I want to see it. Twitch clips is one of the best fucking things to happen ever.
oh yeah.
Me and 42 were just shooting the shit the other day, and we were talking about Star Trek clips, and I'm like, okay, I have to watch the fucking Star Trek clips. And again, when
Here
oh
it
no,
is.
that was what?
I found it,
Yeah.
I found it.
Me and Weenie watched that probably like 4 times over in North Carolina, and we're just dying fucking laughing.
Yeah.
I'm so mad that him going like this was him adjusting his headset and not him
Yeah.
praising God for those titties.
I
Put
should
the
have
video
told
you were
you.
thinking about in chat.
I can't wait to see you stream that 42. That's gonna be awesome.
Dead air.
What?
No, it's my turn. Yeah. I think that's it's an Always Sunny quote where I think they're doing their own radio station. No, they're doing their own podcast. When Dee and fucking Dennis are recording their own podcast, and then they're sitting there, and Frank looking around and goes, "Dead air." Need to watch that show again. For myself, I have done very little gaming, as Speed can probably attest to, because Speed's hit me up
You
like
fucker.
2 or 3 times.
Everybody.
Hey, want to play games? I'm like, I can't, man. I'm sorry.
Everybody does that to me now. I feel unwanted and unappreciated, and just I'm by myself.
We
all the
love you.
time.
We still love you.
Thank
Don't
you.
worry. I played before I left. We had 2 streams. No, I had 1 stream, which was a. I don't even know what it was. I think it was Rocket League. And then I was gone, and then we got back, and then I played Battlegrounds and Overwatch on stream with with Weenie for our dual stream on Tuesday, and then played Rocket League with 42, Hugo, Hendrowski, Karoon, and Vans on stream. We just did like 3v3s versus each other and playing like Drop Zone?
Chop shot.
Drop Shot. Super fun time. And that's kind of all that I've played. I have not gamed since I've gotten back from North Carolina, and the last time I played video games was the Tuesday, so it's been over almost a week. So this is probably the longest that I've gone not playing video games in quite some time. But that's really all I played. That's probably the smallest. I think that's the least amount of video games I've talked about on the podcast before. But I'm hoping probably by this next Tuesday. I am trying to figure out how I'm gonna get Robot's Xbox One hooked up to my PC so that I can game. Because I want to play Red Dead Redemption because I've never played it before and I know
already
nothing
told you
about the
to do it.
game. I know, but I don't know if I fucking want to deal with it.
It's just it's easy.
Getting to the back of my PC on this corner of the desk. I have to like climb onto the desk and reach over my monitor mount to get to it. It's just a pain in the ass to get to.
Yeah. I get it.
But
Poor planning.
I have an HDMI switcher now as well, which is a huge. I got this like $20 one, and it comes with a remote. So the switcher's underneath my desk, and I just boop boop, and it works pretty good.
yeah, I
don't have to reach back and pull wires.
I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm also thinking about moving my PCs underneath my desk, just because of heat and noise from the fans that get picked up on the microphone. What?
I do that, and the computers blow hot air on my dick, and I get sweat dick.
Oh,
Yeah, my sweat dick.
I get that already. So,
Just saying.
okay, noted. All right, moving along to gaming news and discussion. We don't really have too many articles because I figured we were going to spend enough time talking about the Twitch affiliate program updates / changes, because this whatever just happened within this past week or so was not something that was planned, at least to my knowledge. So one of the first things, the Super Nintendo Classic got announced by Nintendo, which is a tiny version of the Super Nintendo that is loaded with, I think it's 18 games on it compared to wasn't there 30 on the NES Classic? I can't remember how many. I feel like there was more on the.
Yeah. Can't remember either.
So that's gonna be coming out. Who's gonna be getting one?
Gonna try.
Yeah, they
That would
said
be really cool because they're HDMI too.
Mhm.
So
they said that they were going to be making more than they did the NES Classic. So if I have the possibility to get my hands on one, I'm going to want to do that for show.
What do you think
Did
the
you guys-
chances are that they go for N64 Classic?
They fucking better. That would be amazing.
I think they have to, don't they? At this point.
Oh
I mean-
yeah, I thought you meant. I thought you were like, oh yeah, they're bound by contract.
yeah.
No, I just mean like I feel like that was like I know the SNES was a big console, but I think N64 is what
But then where do they
Like that.
stop?
I don't what was after the GameCube?
GameCube.
Right?
Yep.
I don't think that.
No.
There's a lot of people that still have those. There's
No,
not a lot
64
of
would be.
Yeah, classic N64 would be fucking dope.
because and the thing too is like GameCube is when it switched over to discs, right?
Right.
It
That's
is
the
a
first
small
Switch.
disc too. They're like
So I don't know. Maybe to me that's I don't know if I would want a GameCube Classic because that doesn't make
I've-
sense.
played a shit ton of GameCube. I didn't own
That-
one. One of my friends did, but we played the shit out of that.
That would make me replay through Mario 64 and GoldenEye 64.
Yo, Super Smash
Probably
Brothers.
Star Fox 64, Super Smash Brothers. Hell yeah.
Did you see that the unreleased Star Fox 2 is going to be on the Super Nintendo Classic?
Yeah, that's super
Mhm.
cool. Yeah,
Um,
they never released it.
A game that a couple months back, I went to Pittsburgh to visit some friends from my old online community, and I played Kirby's Dream Course for the first time ever, which is a golf game, a Kirby golf game
I loved that game.
for the Super Nintendo. Okay, I'm gonna have that set up so we can play it when you get here, 42, in 2 weeks.
Yes.
It is so fucking fun. It is one of the funnest games I have played
It is.
in a long time. If nobody has played Kirby's Dream Course, download the ROM and try it out. It's 2-player, but you can like play with teams like old school style. And that was one of the games that got added on like last minute. And I'm super fucking stoked. So that's like one of the main reasons that I want to get this console
I
for that
remember the
game.
good old days. I remember
Yeah.
the good old days of playing that game and like you're sitting there bouncing towards the hole and you know how you can like flash yourself like you can I don't know what the term is but you can like pulse Kirby and he like bounces just a bit farther
Ye-
every time.
Yep.
And
yep.
just like you're like I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it.
Something that I'm seeing in chat that I've seen all over. I am an emulator guy. I've been playing emulators and ROMs forever. I love it, but there is a reason why these consoles sell, and it's because you can buy it, you can plug it in, you can turn it on, and it will work. Not everybody has the technical know-how, the patience, the free time, or the will to put together, a Raspberry Pi and make a RetroPie and make that all possible. This is a console straight from the manufacturer with a controller that works. You don't have to fuck around with these like third-party controllers that may or may not work. So that is like a viable option, but for like the 1%. It's not like a realistic project for 99% of people. It's the same reason why people buy Apple products. They want to take it out of the fucking box, they want to turn it on, and they want it to work. And that's why people pay a premium price for it. So I see the argument, but it's just not practical for everyday people. And for the 40, 50, 60 year olds who see this and they just want to buy it and plug it in to work, this is the target market, as well as us. And
it plugs right into like anybody's new TV.
Yeah,
like you would need an old tube TV with RCA cables. I don't even know if new TVs even have RCA ports anymore. They just have HDMI or DisplayPort.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's why this is going to be such a popular thing. And does it play them in like 1080p? Like, does it upscale and give you the full? Right there, that is enough for me to spend the $60-$80.
Yeah, because you can't take an old console and hook it up to every single brand new TV and have it work without lag. There's some TVs where it works, some that it doesn't.
Yeah.
And
I remember we played what was it, Smash Bros. On the emulator. We played something and you kicked my ass on, but there's a lot of desync with it.
Yeah, it was Super Smash Brothers. Yeah, you still got to put that tutorial up on the forums, man.
I didn't say tutorial. I said I was gonna put up a tournament, man.
That's what it was too.
I got lazy.
And again, the other argument is, well, why don't you just buy the console for $20? Yo, good luck finding all those vintage games, like the good vintage games for a decent. You're gonna spend $300 trying to find original cartridges for those 18 games. There's just
Or go to one random garage sale and find them all for $2.
Yep.
And no one gets that lucky.
No. There's that one new metal. He is a garage sale raider, and I always see him post pictures of he finds like an old console every single time he goes. He's insane. Real quick, let's hit the these two other points before we get into the Twitch affiliate program. Twitch app update I know for a fact it's out for iOS. Is it out for Android as well already?
Yes.
Does anybody know? Okay. So there was a Twitch app update for mobile, and it is fucking awesome. They're currently rolling it out. I don't know if it's officially rolled out to everybody. I got my update a day or two ago, and one of my favorite features that I've gotten so far is you can watch if you go to your following directory and click on a stream, you can swipe right and it will just load the next stream. Fucking instantly.
Yeah, it loads so quick.
No loading. It's a swipe. I'm checking out. I'm going to the next person. Swipe. Like, oh my God. I would rather watch Twitch on my fucking phone if it's like this.
Yep.
Yeah, because I'm one of those people where I go through the thumbnails, right? Like I'm looking at the thumbnails, but those things are always like 20 minutes old.
Yep.
The person's never doing exactly what the thumbnail shows. So it's on that. It's so much easier now. You can just sit there and just swipe through and it'd be like, oh shit, this guy's screaming and yelling. Swipe back to that guy.
Right.
She was bending over in the thumbnail. Where is she now?
What the
Is she in the bathroom? What's going on?
So yeah, they've made a lot of changes. The only thing that I saw on Twitter that I wasn't 100% sure of, did they get rid of the Twitch dashboard in the newest update? Oh my God, Twitch.
There was not a dashboard in the old.
There wasn't?
No.
Okay.
That was my number one requested feature that I asked for was a video manager and like a way to update your title and game from your phone.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Or yeah.
But they put dark theme on, which is good.
Yeah.
I don't know if there was any like way to do that before, but
Nope.
That's on the new one.
That was the worst thing because if I'm watching as like streams on my iPad or my phone, it's because I don't want to be at my computer. So I'm on the couch. Lights are probably dimmed. I got candles going. I got smooth jazz running in the background. I'm ready to rub one out. And then I open a stream and I get blasted in the face with white light from chat. If I want to see chat while I'm watching the stream. So that was like the number one huge thing. The dark theme. It's not like straight black. It's still like a dark purple, but it's so easy on the eyes.
Yep.
And the one thing I really want them to do is make it so I can make the font bigger.
Okay.
The other thing I really wish, and I know this is something that isn't, at least on iOS, I know you can't do it, that I really wish they could figure out a way to get done is well, actually this is on all mobile, but one of them is being able to subscribe to a channel. On mobile, you can't do it still.
Yeah.
The other thing is I really wish they could figure out a way so that chat stays connected, even if you like lock your phone. Because you can set with the mobile app, you can set it so that if you close the app or you lock your phone and throw it in your pocket, it automatically switches to audio only mode, but it still disconnects you from chat.
I wonder if that's a battery saving thing.
It might be, but it's annoying because that's the thing too. When I first come home after work, I usually just like to get dinner made first thing. So I'll usually throw a stream up on my Chromecast on my TV, but the Chromecast doesn't show Twitch the chat. So I usually, when you Chromecast a stream on Twitch on your phone, it just gets rid of the video on your phone, but it keeps the chat up. So I usually will just like leave my phone sitting on the counter while I'm making dinner, but then my phone eventually goes to sleep because it's been sitting there doing nothing. And then I go back to my phone after and I don't see any of the chat from the past like 10, 15 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, it's what Squints is saying in chat. You clicked on your name and you scrolled to the left and there was a dashboard in the old update. And that's what I thought. Because there was a couple people on Twitter that were complaining that the dashboard and like to be able to do those things was removed in the new update.
Maybe on Android, but
okay.
I did not see that feature on iOS, and
Okay.
I'm usually looking for that kind of shit.
So that's really cool. I have actually been using Pulse now. Like I click on the Pulse tab and I scroll through. It shows you clips that have been posted from the people that you follow. There's been some popular ones or status updates. I'm like, I am actually making an effort to check this. So I think that the update is fucking fantastic. I think they did a really good job with it. I'm hoping that this means that a native dark theme will come to the web version, because I'm sick of bouncing between BTTV and FFZ and it like colliding with each other. I just wish it would support it natively. So I'm super glad that that is there. And real quick, summer sale. What did you guys buy? We'll go from top down.
I have not purchased anything because everything that's on sale I have. Most of the time, any games that I would have wanted. So I haven't bought any. I'm trying to save all my money up for a PC. So.
Word.
For me, what have I bought? I bought a couple VR games, just cheapy ones that I plan on streaming eventually. I want to buy Squad so I can play with some of the guys in GSM that are playing it. Other than that, I don't actually think I bought anything else. I've kind of been waiting because the sale stays the same pretty much the entire time.
Yeah.
The new ones are just featured.
I missed
Yeah.
the flash sales.
Yeah, that's something to look
I do
forward
too.
to.
Yeah.
By the way, it's just me playing Squad and GSN. So
Well,
don't
I'm
expect a
coming
lot
to you,
from
baby.
me.
We got some more peeps.
Give me 2 weeks. Let me get paid, and I'll be there for you.
And also give me suppressing fire. So I picked up the Little Nightmares DLC, Oxygen not included. I was gifted that Dragon Cancer. Emily's Away. Emily's Away 2. Larry's Leisure Suit Larry. Shadow Warrior 2. Ori and the Blind Forest. Party Hard. Choice Chamber. I was gifted Outlast 2.
Hey.
Shadow of Mordor. Which, by the way, $4. I'm not a huge Lord of the Rings guy, but for $4, I'll play it one day. Hollow Knight, Sniper Elite 4, The Witcher 3, Dishonored 2, and I have this is like my list of games to play on stream. That's like the last 10 or 12. And then I was also gifted this game called Neon Drive.
Ooh.
It's pretty fucking dope. Yeah, that's it so far. And then everything else I've seen, pretty much things I already own that I haven't played yet.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
I have only bought, I think when I bought Wolfenstein Old Blood, I think it was before the Steam sale actually was live. I think it was on sale before, and I got it for like $6. And the only other thing I bought was Portal 1 and 2 for $1.50.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be playing those very, very soon.
You are going to love Wolfenstein. Get the second one too, because there's two newer ones.
Already got it.
Okay, good.
I went to go buy another game. Actually, Thunder hit me up, and it was Abe's Odyssey New and Tasty, which is the HD remake of the original Abe's Odyssey, or Oddworld Abe's Odyssey. And I already had it. I don't even remember buying it. And so that's another game that I would like to stream in the very near future. For anybody who doesn't remember, I streamed for a year on an old account. I took a year and a half hiatus, which actually was almost my retirement from PC gaming. And then I came back to PC gaming and streaming. And the very first game I played under this account was Abe's Odyssey. Thank God there are no VODs of that stream, because you guys think I'm a terrible streamer now. You should have seen me 3 years ago. Oh my God. How did anybody fucking watch this shit? Just absolute trash. Just not entertaining. I'm fucking yawning, not looking at chat, not saying anything for 5 minutes straight. Just fucking terrible. It's a good vantage
start
point.
from somewhere.
Exactly. You gotta start from somewhere and you learn. But yeah, that was one of the first games I played when I got back to streaming. So, and that's one of my all-time favorite games ever. So it holds a special place in my heart. So I'm super excited to play the HD remake. I am like Speed. I'm currently on the save money game. So I'm not really buying anything right now. So gotta save that money, Lil Dicky style. Gotta save that money. And that, I don't know. Salty in chat, did you buy any games? Tell us.
He's too busy getting mad money from his new position.
Yeah. All right. The meat, sausage, gravy topic, the Twitch affiliate program. So we've talked about this a good bit on Team Deathmatch. I've talked about this on 1v1s quite a bit. I thought we were done talking about it until Twitch dropped some shit. So, correct me if I'm wrong. Up until this point, the affiliate program was going to be, you got a sub button, a free sub button on your channel eventually, because you are eventually going to be getting a single emote. And subbing to a channel for free got you that emote. No revenue involved whatsoever. Correct?
No. I mean, you were always going to make money from the sub button.
Yeah, I don't remember it being free.
No, it wasn't going to be free.
Okay, but at what point did they ever discuss money?
Tiers?
First, up until last week, I never saw any sort of details about revenue, including subbing for affiliates. It was just a subscription for the one emote, and that was it. I never saw any money.
Because
No,
everybody
that's
was
just
flipping
a
out, like,
perk.
yeah, emote subscription, but you couldn't pay. There was no money involved. That's what I remember too.
There was never any talks of affiliates getting paid for those subs, ever.
And what's
That was the whole stink. Was what the fuck is there a sub button for? It was just to get that emote. I am like 99% sure.
I think you guys are no. There's no way. They said affiliates were going to get a sub button so they could make money. First it was cheering, then they said each affiliate's going to get a sub button and only one allowed emote if you were an affiliate. Like partners can get up to 50 emotes. So affiliates would only be able to get one emote. The thing they didn't say is they were going to allow for tiered emotes. So like, or tiered sub. So $4.99, $9.99, and $24.99. That was a surprise. I knew as soon as they said, because they already have, because you guys signed up for cheering. If you're an affiliate, they have your tax information, they have your bank account. So the sub button, they already have everything they need to send you a paycheck from getting revenue from that sub button. I don't see why they would ever even think about giving you a sub button, but no one getting revenue from it. But I think everybody just assumed it was just going to be a $4.99 sub button. Because even when they announced the affiliate program, tiered subs were not a thing.
Right.
Yeah.
But
those weren't even announced yet.
If that was the case, if everybody already knew that a paid sub button was coming, why did all of the partners wait until the announcement was made to make us think about their subs and their money being taken away from them?
I don't think I heard there was a stink. I never saw any partners I followed, or I even went looking for like these partners that were causing a stink. And I'm sure there's maybe one or two, probably big streamers, and it made it look like they were speaking for all partners or something. But from what I saw, like when I looked directly at the replies to Twitch's announcement about affiliates getting their sub button this week, it was all like affiliates being like, why are you so greedy, partners? What, we can't, we're going to steal your viewers. We're going to steal your subs. And I was like, no partners are saying this. Like, I don't see any. So maybe I was looking in the wrong spot, but it was more like affiliates just being like, oh yeah, now what, partners? We're going to steal your, and I was just weird. But every partner I follow was nothing but encouraging about the affiliate program. Was like, congrats, you guys are so lucky you get access to this, continue the grind, like this is only the beginning, like all this like positive stuff. So I think the general stink about affiliates getting sub buttons, not just cheering, but if they were going to get sub buttons, that they were going to potentially steal viewers and steal revenue. So like partners thought they were going to lose, people were going to unsub to them so they could sub to their smaller streamers. So that would have been the loss of revenue. I don't think they were ever going to let affiliates have a sub button, but just get no revenue from it. That is, I
felt like I did so much fucking research and I never saw a single mention that there was going to be money involved. I'm looking at the blog post from April 24th, and this is on the Twitch blog, and it says Twitch affiliate program launches today. Now I don't know I can't find the blog, because when did they announce affiliates? Wasn't that at TwitchCon last year? No.
Like 2 months ago.
Yeah, it was like 2, 3, 4 months ago. Okay, so
in this blog post about Twitch affiliates, all it mentions about subscriptions is thank you for your patience as we continue to improve availability of bits in all regions. In the coming months, we will be adding more tools for affiliates, such as subscriptions, ads, and game commerce. That's all it says.
Yeah. So, that's the only way to get. Was what cheaper?
The affiliate sub was like $1.99 for one emote.
No, it's $4.99.
No, it's always $4.99. Yeah.
$4.99.
Yeah.
Because I don't understand how Robot, like, if they give you a sub button and no income, why would you have a follow button? So I can kind of understand what Robot's saying. I thought I remember it was
to get the emote,
nothing.
to get the one emote.
Then why not would following give you the emote? Subscribing didn't really do nothing but just like an extra follow.
And that was like a huge part of our conversation when we were talking about this, is what's the point of a fucking sub button if all you're getting is just the emote? So it could be either way. I just remember when I got my first sub, and I was like, and then I saw this article when I saw the article posted that said affiliates getting paid subscription tiered, and I'm like, since when are affiliates getting paid for the subscriptions? Because there was never any talk about revenue regarding the affiliate program and a sub button. Never.
I think that's all they did was they never did mention that. They just said, oh, well, you guys are getting subscriptions, but they never actually put it in detail that that meant that we were going to get revenue from. I think they just assumed that we knew that.
Yeah.
Well,
Or
you're
that
going to
they-
get revenue from cheering. You're going to get revenue from game sales. Why wouldn't you get revenue from a sub button?
Yeah.
No, that just seems so ass backwards to me.
And I mean, I think that's how most people feel about the affiliates program is like, okay, if we're getting all of these perks like emotes and subs, why don't you just make us partners? Like, because just because they're so close. So I'll let you guys talk first about how you feel. And just tell me what your first reactions were when you saw, because I want to know if your first reactions were similar to mine, because I was like, wait, what the fuck? There's money involved now? Because I had no idea. So top down.
Yeah. I think it's awesome. I love how the fact that a lot of more people can earn revenue from something they're doing, and it's now available to how many people? It's a decent amount of people that have
60,000
affiliate. Yeah.
Plus.
Yep.
And it's one thing that gets me, and it's not a big deal at all, but like once you become affiliate, what's going to drive you to become partner other than being called a partner? Because you basically have everything a partner has. Like what you said, why not just be called a partner instead of an affiliate?
I want more emotes, man.
On that note, let me go through the differences real quick between the affiliate and the Twitch partner. So affiliates get one emote per tier, the $5, $10, Jesus fuck, $25. You do get revenue from game sales for both affiliate and partner. No ads for affiliate yet, but ads for partners. You still do not get guaranteed transcoding as an affiliate. You get guaranteed as a partner. VOD storage for affiliates is 14 days. Partners, it's 60. No stream delay option for affiliates, and a up to 15 minute stream delay for partners. There's chargeback protection for both. Payout time frame for for bits and subs for partners is 45 days, and for affiliates is 60 days. Payout fees, there's basically because they use a third party to pay Twitch employees, we have to cover the cost of those fees. For partners, it's covered by Twitch. You get one-on-one support as a partner. You do not get that as an affiliate. Like if you have to contact Twitch for support about something, you actually get a person that you can talk to about your issue. Verified chat badge for partner. And you get there's going to be a channel page icon that comes to partners as well. So there's a lot of little things that are different. I don't think there is a lot of big things.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
They may add some in the future.
I think there's more perks coming for partners.
I think so too.
I just don't see why, other than the extra emotes and the few things that you just listed, why you'd be happier being a partner. It's almost the exact same thing.
I think emotes are the number one draw.
Yeah.
Emotes are a great way for chat to express, what's going on, and it's become such a culture, such a huge thing in Twitch. And I really feel bad because you guys have to you guys have to be very careful about your selection of emotes because you get only 3, but at the same time it's awesome that you would even get 1. So the fact that they're giving you 3 is pretty freaking cool. And just think long and hard about what you want your emote to be, because once you give it, it's gonna be hard to change it later. Mostly because people don't like change, not because like Twitch wouldn't let you update it. But
two other things that are mentioned in chat: one, custom sub badges are only available to partners, and
loyalty badges.
Loyalty badges. And 2, where was the other fucking thing? Shit. Where'd it go? There was a second thing. Oh, partners do not have to get manual approval for emotes anymore. You can just submit it and it's there. Dangerous.
That is awesome. That is awesome because before affiliates became a thing, I could get an emote approved in 1 to 2 days. And ever since the affiliate program was announced, that has gone from 5 to 7 days approval time because there's so many emotes coming in. So that was an awesome thing. Although it's probably going to get abused by some partners, but they're going to get their account put in bad standing and they're going to be stuck with long queue times.
Okay, go ahead and finish up, Speed. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's it for me, really. I think it's awesome. Everybody's able to be somewhere and earn something from something they love.
Yeah, for me, I mean, as someone who is an affiliate now, it is nice. It's nice having the option of being able to give the viewers that extra, given that extra option to support your channel if they want to. Because some people don't like to have to sit there and come back every stream and donate if they want to support. Sometimes it's nice for them just to have it automatically renewing. I know for me, like even with the Robot channel, I'm subbed to him, and I love the fact that I just forget that I'm subbed to him sometimes, and it just renews, and I'm like, oh yeah, I got to go on and hit my little share thing and show it to him.
It's a nice little moment, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I get excited every time I go in and I see that share button. I'm like, oh!
Yeah, that's the thing too. If you go into someone's stream every month and throw them a donation, it stays the same every single time. Whereas if people are subbing to your channel, they can come back every month and they'll just see those month tags going up and going up and going up, and it'll make the viewer feel real good too. But yeah, I don't really have. I don't want to get too in depth with it because I'm still getting pretty new. Like, even though I just set up a dual PC setup, like I'm still trying to figure out the ins and outs of streaming myself. I don't even know what I want to do for an emote yet. I have no fucking ideas.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was coming this quick. I thought I still had way more time. They pounced that on us, and I was like, as soon as I saw that they were getting sub buttons this week, I was like, I don't know what the fuck I want for an emote. Like, Jesus
Your
Christ,
hat, your hat with 42. It's
know,
the iconic 42 hat, man.
Yeah. But it has to be something people can use in reaction to your gameplay too. You know, like you want to give chat an opportunity to use your emote, not only in your chat, but in other situations and other chats. So it has to be something.
Yeah, because that's the thing too. When I do get an emote, that's the thing. I want to be able to see someone use my emote somewhere else. And I love when you see a streamer see an emote in chat and they're like, where'd you get that emote? And they have to scroll over the name and be like, 42. Okay. Like I want someone to be able to do that. Yeah, I want someone to be able to do that with mine. I wanted someone to be like, oh, look at that stupid hat in chat. Who the fuck's emote's that?
Yeah.
I would say like wait until something becomes a thing within your Twitch channel and then
See, but then if you wait too long, like the incentive for somebody to sub is absent. Like, well, if I'm not getting an emote, then why should I sub? Because for a lot of people, that's the only reason that they sub. They want that hot emote, and if it ain't cool enough, they're gonna shit on your tits for it. So it's like, oh god, now it's this pull inside of you. Like, I have to work now. This no longer is a leisure thing for me.
Yeah, and other than that, I mean, there's not really a lot that there might be something that I bring up when you guys start talking about it, but for the most part, I'm okay with everything how it's been going so far. I don't think the affiliates deserve to get, like, there's some that do obviously, but for the most part, like, the affiliates are still pretty new to the streaming stuff, so we don't need a ton of stuff, and the stuff that we've already gotten, I think, is generous enough as it is. So I'm more than happy to get what we've got so far. And I'll leave it at that for now.
Okay. My turn?
It is your turn.
So people kept asking me every single time they came in my stream, they're like, Robot, what do you think about the affiliate program? What do you think? And I had all these different thoughts, but like I was so scrambled. So I actually like sat on the hammock and I like I wrote out all these notes about like thoughts, like different, about different aspects of the affiliate program. So I'm not going to read all of it, but I'm just going to kind of skim through it. I'll just say these things first. Like the affiliates are so lucky to get access to these features that will help them. It's not like, oh, you're a part or you're an affiliate, you know, the hard work is over. No, it's like it's just beginning, and they're giving you the tools and extra incentives for your viewers to continue to grow and stuff like that. And these are perks that partners grinded for years and years to get, and now anybody can stream for a week and get access to this. So when you're thinking about like the affiliate program's awesome, but the requirements are very, very, very low. Like I said, someone could stream for a week and get a sub button. So the access is huge. And I've seen people calling like an affiliate like an accomplishment. It can be, depending on your context. If you're comparing it to like someone, you know, like you just started and like you just got affiliate, like that seems like an accomplishment. But if you compare it to partners who have been streaming for months, years, 3-4 years to get their sub button and have put thousands and thousands of hours into it, then it seems more of like a participation trophy. Mm-hmm. That being said, it's awesome. The one thing I'm sad about the affiliate program is that I won't be able to afford to sub to every single affiliate I know, because I already know probably 20 to 25 just now. And I've gone out and I subbed to 5 and I want to do a few more, but and I'm going to try and do my best to like spread it out evenly, you know, because so many people support me. I want to be able to do the same thing. And again, affiliate's not the end all be all. It's just the beginning. It's going to help you grow. And just because you have an affiliate doesn't mean like everybody's going to come sub to you. You still have to work. You still have to, you know, stream a lot, be consistent. And you are going to have to do more work now than ever to get noticed. Because did my cam freeze? It did. Okay. You're going to have to do more work now than ever to be consistent, to grow, to market yourself, to produce entertaining content, because before, you know, there's millions of broadcasters, but there's only about 17,000 partners. So if you were a partner, technically you had 16,999 other. That was your competition, right? You're fighting, you're not fighting, but you're going after the same viewers. And now that the affiliate program is in, not only are there 17,000 partners you have to compete against, you now have 60,000 plus affiliates who have sub buttons, and you need to give, you know, a viewer reasons to watch you instead of them. And makes it sound more competitive than it really is, because not everybody wants to watch this game or that game. Like, viewers are going to be everywhere else. It's just like now you have 3 times the competition.
Yep.
So to be financially successful and make it so you can support yourself off of a hobby is now even harder, and it's even more saturated. However, just like releasing, like we were talking about how some partners were like, oh, they're stealing my viewers and my revenue. First of all, that's rude as fuck to just like be like, oh, you're a viewer, you're just money to me. You know, no, that viewer is a living, breathing person who decides who the hell they're going to support. You know, you don't deserve that money. They give it to you if they want to, if it's in their, you know, if they want to. It's not destined to be yours.
Yeah, it's not up to you at all.
So that part pissed me off. But opening up cheering just to affiliates boosted cheers usage by 4 times across the whole website. It wasn't like all of the bits went from the partners only all down to the small viewers. It was boosted everywhere. And now personally, I make more revenue in bits than I do actual PayPal tips now. So like, it blew up, and there was growth everywhere for affiliates and partners. So I'm thinking, and it's in my belief, and I already think it's already true, that opening up subs to the affiliates didn't shift the revenue from the high side to the low side. It boosted it everywhere. Not only do the big partners have subs, but now all the viewers who maybe only watch small broadcasters or smaller, from like, 5 to 100 viewers at any given time, now have a way to support themselves or, support their hobby.
Yep.
So that's pretty freaking cool. And I think I've already seen that. And I will say, like, I went to bed the night those sub badges came out and seeing all the love, not just on Twitter, but like going to every affiliates, streamer I knew and seeing them getting just sub after sub after sub and just seeing the smile on their face. I was like, it made me feel really proud to be part of the Twitch community that day. Just seeing like all the support, and like there was some people out there who were negative about it and whatever, but 99% of it was people supporting each other. And the love was great.
You say you didn't see any partners that were bitching? Go to
No.
the Twitch subreddit.
Oh, is it the subreddit?
Dude, yeah. I remember 42 telling me like he was reading threads and he was like, don't go into the Twitch subreddit.
Yeah.
And I went in there and there was so many salty people.
I didn't
Was that
see
when it was initially announced or when the sub button actually dropped?
when it dropped,
Yeah.
but I didn't see any like names that I recognized, but I did see people complaining about it.
Okay.
That's like, if they weren't already partners, they were complaining on behalf of partners, right? Like they were saying that for partners, it's stupid.
Yeah. Well,
But,
I mean, obviously they're getting proved wrong already. But
Yeah, and the one thing I do remember taking out of that subreddit when I was reading it, and I'm pretty sure I remember seeing, I remember watching Eddie Monster. I watched one of his streams or one of his highlights of him talking about the Twitch affiliate program getting sub buttons. And the one thing that I saw from the subreddit and from something that he said on one of his streams that really stuck in my head when it comes to partners complaining about affiliates getting sub buttons is, if you're worried about everybody moving from your channel over to an affiliate channel and you losing your revenue from that, you got to change your channel, because if there's a reason people are leaving, that's probably the reason why, is because
you're insecure about your own content.
Yeah, and it's showing because people want to leave and go support someone else.
Yeah. No, I heard that too, and that stuck with me too. I think this is good for partners too. It helps grow Twitch all around. It's more exposure for everybody, and more financial stability for everybody. Partners are no doubt going to get more perks here near in the future. I'm not exactly sure what. Like, I haven't heard any whispers or anything, but they're going to make partners feel a little bit more special for their hard work over, the years. I have no doubt that it'll make them differentiate from the affiliates, so people don't like Speed, like, well, what's the point? Just call them partners. There's going to be, some probably bigger distinctions. And kind of to point on what 42 just said, about you being insecure about your content and somebody going over that is going to make a broadcaster maybe start thinking outside of the box and thinking of like, okay, how can I improve, whether it's quality or it's a microphone, or if it's like, oh, maybe I should think of another show to do, maybe instead of not just gaming or something. So we always say it as gamers, oh, competition is great. When there's competition, us consumers, we benefit, the same fucking thing is going to be for viewers. There's more competition now, even though it's friendly competition. It's not like, oh, fuck you, knackers, you're not taking my subs. It's, it's friendly competition. But now everybody's going to step up their game, and viewers are going to benefit the most from this, because we're going to get more entertaining content, streams, gaming in real life, creative, whatever, you name it. Everybody's going to step up their game because they're going to want to stand out even more now than ever.
Yep.
So I also that's kind of a overview. I do have some things like Twitch affiliates need to think of. Do you want me to go over this?
Yeah.
There's just 4 points. Okay. So if you're a Twitch affiliate, these are some things you need to think about. One, this income is taxable. Even from cheering, from bits, or from cheering, from subs, from donations, that's all income, and that will be taxed by the government. The government wants their cut, so you need to do. You need to think of if you're taking this from a hobby to potentially a business, you need to start thinking about like creating an LLC, getting a tax ID, a PO box for a business address, doing your research about taxes, deductions, getting a tax guide. Don't fucking do it yourself. It's horrible.
Yes, it is.
Learning what you can deduct, stream, like hardware, software, video games. Like if I get a haircut and I have a webcam, that's tax deductible. Any clothes I buy from Designed by Humans and I wear on stream, tax deductible. Any food I eat on stream, if I buy Jimmy John's and tax deductible. So you guys start thinking about that. Start planning your emotes. You get 3 of them, 3 tiered. Don't just do the first thing that comes to your head. Brainstorm a bunch of ideas. Pick the 3. Sleep on it. Pick the top 3. Money management is going to be important, really important here, because I think maybe affiliates or people who are used to PayPal, you get a tip, you're used to having that money in your hands right away. Twitch is going to be paying you guys every 2 months.
Yeah.
So money management, saving, and making sure once you do get that paycheck. I don't know about you guys, but in the US, there's this thing called a self-employment tax. And that's a definite 30% that you need to absolutely just put to the side and not touch.
Yep.
For the tax man. Becoming a Twitch affiliate, do not quit your day job. Do not. You will not be able to financially support yourself. Even partners who have been streaming for years with a good viewer base still cannot provide or support themselves just on Twitch. This is not a get rich quick thing. The guys who are making good money from it have been doing it for years. Like I've been streaming for 5 years. What were you guys doing 5 years ago that you're still doing today? Like a hobby that,
Right.
You love. Like that's a long time. That's a long investment. So make sure you still have some other income on the side. Full-time job, part-time job. You have to be financially smart. And just the last thing here was about competition. If you became a partner, you had 16,000 other partners to compete against. Sub-wise, now it's going to be 80 to 90,000 people with sub buttons.
Yep.
Are people going to steal your revenue? No. Like I said, there's going to be global growth across the whole Twitch ecosystem. But for people who do think like that, and the last thing I'll say that worries me about the affiliate program is a lot of the people who got into streaming before it was a thing that you could make a living from. And I think it's also a bad trend that people think they can, I can play video games for a living, and they start streaming because they want to make money. And people who do that usually burn out or they're not happy. Those are the ones that end up failing the most. So I just hope that the affiliate program with the lower standards it has for acceptance doesn't just make everybody and their mom think, oh, I can do that, and everybody gets in it for money, and then the overall quality of Twitch drops because a 15 FPS stream with no audio noise gate can have a sub button, and you always associated the sub button with a quality stream, and now everybody's going to have it. So that will make the affiliates who have a good quality stream and a sub button really stand out, because there's a lot of people out there who don't give a shit about their stream quality, their audio quality, what FPS it's running at. Most people don't give a shit. So I know I just talked for a long time, but there was a lot of things to think about it. Overall, it's awesome. I am so happy that I've been able to throw out subs and get emotes. And that's the thing about, becoming a partner too, or an affiliate. Like 42 said, like, if you wanted to support a broadcaster who wasn't a partner, you could come back and you could sub to him. But there was no way for you to show how much you supported a broadcaster. And with sub badges and emotes, and you can now show the rest of chat, hey, I'm supporting this guy, you know, because you have a badge next to your name and you've got it, you know, one of his 3 emotes or maybe all of his emotes. And that gives viewer pride when they go into a channel. And I feel it too. When I go into a channel I'm sub to and I see you've been here for 6 months and the share button, and you know, I get to spam their emails and shit. There's something awesome about that. So yeah, that was all of my thoughts. Not all of them, actually.
Oh no, I mean, all
them.
very much valuable information that I think is great for a lot of people in chat.
Yeah, I think Robot's opinion on it is good, just considering he is a partner. Getting someone, it's nice having someone like that on the show, and at least we can get that opinion from someone.
Do what I can.
Was like 95% for the affiliate program up until last week, and it's changed ever since then. But I remember reading the article that affiliates were getting paid tiered subs, and my honest gut reaction was, I don't want that. I talked to a couple of people about this a little bit, and my honest opinion, and this is not me fishing for compliments, I don't think I am deserving and ready to have revenue. I use this term very loosely, to have revenue poisoning my stream. I don't want the $ influence in here just quite yet. Speaking of the devil, K9, you son of a bitch.
Good on you, K9.
Yeah.
Good on you.
I just, even though I have been streaming for, if you've been live for 5, Robot, I've been live for 4 then, because I think I started about a year after you, or a little bit after you, and then with my year hiatus. So I've been at this about 4 years now, and I still, like, I've had people come up to me like, dude, you should apply for a partnership, you know, you should at least give it a shot. I'm like, nah, I'm just like, I'm not ready. I don't think my show is there yet. And it, honestly, if I had the chance to go back, and if I knew this was coming, I would have opted out of the affiliate program. I think it's like 70-30. It's not, I would 100% say no to the affiliate program. I would most likely would have said no. If I knew that this sub button was coming with revenue, I probably would have said no. For a multitude of reasons, most of which has already been covered in previous episodes, just talking about the affiliate program in general. One of the biggest things that I didn't really realize until I listened to the Unfiltered Contrast podcast was your day of getting your sub button and being live and having that giant celebration with you and your community is gone. That was taken from you without you really knowing about it. And maybe that's a trade-off because of how easy it is. I don't want to say easy, for how lucky we are as affiliates to have the tools that we have now available to us. I don't know. I'm really torn on it. I'm super stoked to have an official emote. I'm super stoked to have a sub button. I'm glad. Like, I'm beyond stoked to see that there's people in chat right now that are wearing a sub badge in this channel. I feel very honored. I feel very humbled. I just would have liked a little bit more time. I would have liked more time to learn some lessons the hard way. I would have liked to been forced to grind a little bit longer. A couple of you guys know this. I don't know how public I've made this, but my goal was to put in a partnership application the last day of 2017. I was going to grind 4 to 5 streams a week for all of 2017 and then put in a sub application or a partner application the very last day. And that was kind of like my goal. And that obviously is out the window a little bit now. Because it was just kind of that was the thing. It's like the affiliate is just given to you. There is no application process. There's no fucking heart-wrenching waiting for that email back saying whether you got it or you didn't. And again, there's no celebration with you and your community. So there's like the dynamic is just a little bit different now. And me personally, I would have rather waited if I would have known that I would have had that moment with my community, if I would have been forced to grind more and work harder. I just don't feel like, I don't know. If you look at my perspective, I almost kind of have the same perspective as the salty partners that feel like affiliates are getting it too easy. I have a little bit of that. But for the most part, I am I'm so happy to see all of my fellow affiliates who have been grinding for a really, really long time and absolutely deserve what they have now. There's part of me that thinks it's kind of a participation trophy, but then I look at certain people and I see how much they've worked and I've seen how consistently they've stuck to their schedule, and I'm like, fucking yes. There are certain people that I look at right now that are affiliates that have all these perks that I know are going to be future partners, because I see how they treat their viewers. I see the quality of their streams. I know what kind of person they are, off camera, and I know that they're just genuinely good humans. And I don't know. I'm really torn on it. So I'm glad that I'm here. I'm beyond humbled that there's people that are in chat right now that have supported the show by subbing. I promise I won't let you down. I'm just really happy to be here. I just wish I would have had a little bit more time to really grind things out and really work on my craft, because there's so many partners that get partnered and they're just as a streamer, as an entertainer, as a channel, they are established. The theme is established. The ecosystem is established. It's not so like flaky. I kind of feel like I'm flaky. And there's just a lot of things that I want to work on before getting, that verified badge. So I think overall I'm glad to be here. I really can't say anything else, because Robot, you touched on so many great points and you said a lot of the things that that I was thinking about. But do you guys have anything else to bring up about it?
That's it for me.
We were kind of just talking about it in the script here, but we were wondering, I wonder if affiliate is going to be required for partnership down the road. I don't think it will be.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
if
could
it's
also,
like an extra check, like, they've been affiliate for 2 years, and that's kind of like a plus next year.
Because you know how, I don't know if it's actually used. I'm assuming the sub points is how you get that's how you get your emotes, right? When you're a partner.
Right.
So I wonder if you're an affiliate, I wonder if they eventually want to add into the partnership application that you have to have, X many affiliate sub points.
Yeah.
I would think it would just give them an extra metric. So if they say, okay, so you have, 10,000 followers, and, they're going to look at your followers, your viewers, or your concurrent viewers. And then they're going to see with subs and cheering how much your community has supported you. So that's going to be an extra metric they're probably going to take into consideration when they're saying, okay, does this person have enough to be known as a partner, or to move up to a partner for all these extra features so they can give it to their, semi-established large viewer base, And another thing I was thinking, as far as the affiliate program, is just whether this was maybe they just wanted to give everybody a sub button on the site, but they can't do that without financial and tax information. So the very low standards of the affiliate program were just a filter, if you were a viewer or if you were really a broadcaster who was working towards, growing, or, but.
And another big thing too, I see a little bit of talk in the chat, the money aspect of it, with bits and everything. I actually have PayPal removed from my channel. Like I do not, I do not accept PayPal because I just want that stuff to go through Bits. And I think at first, when I remember when Bits first got announced, and I was like, what? Fucking what?
Stupid bet.
The stupid fucking Bits. But I, instead of it just looking at the money on the receiving end and myself, I'm looking at Twitch as a whole. And if using Bits means supporting Twitch as a platform, I would much rather use it than have my money go through PayPal. Because like there's a couple different avenues that you can support people. You can go through a sub, you can go through PayPal, you can go through GameWisp, or you can go through Bits, which also goes through Twitch. No matter where it's going, somebody is getting a cut of it somewhere. You as the donator just have to, the tipper have to decide, do I want for them to take a bigger cut but get the money to them faster? Okay, I'll go with, PayPal. Do I want to give them, the most money that they can get with the least amount of cut, but it's going to take 60 days to get to them? I'll go with Twitch Bits. So there's like, a couple different avenues that you can go. You just really have to decide which one of those you want to use. Personally, I don't use Twitch as income. I have a full-time job. That is my income. Everything that I get from Twitch, just, Daisy Dukes right back into the fucking stream hardware or games or just something back to support the stream. So that payout it's not a huge deal to me. The 60 days suck. Yeah. That's like a really fucking long time. You're getting paid 6 times a year. So that's, and one of the biggest things about being a broadcaster on Twitch is you got to stay on top of your shit. If you want money to buy a game that just came out to stream because it's hot that week, you can't be waiting 60 days if you're using that revenue to buy games. Right. Or if you've got a broken mic and your viewers are donating to you, tipping to you to get you a new microphone, 60 days without a mic is not going to work for you as a broadcaster at all. So that causes some issues. But again, no matter what way you donate, fucking tip. No matter what way you tip or sub, somebody is getting a cut somewhere.
Yeah,
that's just how it goes.
That's probably the hugest downfall of the whole partner affiliate program is how long it takes to get paid, because they get paid immediately. I'm not sure the system behind it, but I have a feeling that's probably one of the perks that's going to be changing in the future. Like, I hope at some point, like, partners get 30 days and affiliates get 45 days, or if both got 30 days, like a month would be great. I don't expect to get paid every 2 weeks, but a month would be great, because they're creating all these avenues to make revenue to keep yourself financially stable. But if you don't get your paycheck for 2 months, that's hard for some people to do. And yeah, I was, as you were talking about, Knackers, like, I streamed for 3-4 years, as a hobby, and didn't want to be a partner. I was like, if I bring money into this and my hobby becomes my job, I don't want to hate my job, that sort of thing. And unfortunately, I didn't get denied the first time. So I got right into the partner program, but I ain't gonna spit on it, and I'm running with it. And I have been loving it. I'm just so glad. I know I'm a newer partner, and I can't say I'm a huge streamer either. Like, if you technically look at the requirements, I shouldn't have been in the partner program. I don't know how I got into it. But fuck, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try it, and I'm just glad that you guys, especially the guys who I've seen, and the guys and girls who I've seen streaming for years and have not given up, and they still love it. I'm so glad that they got sub buttons. That is awesome to see. Mm-hmm. So keep it the fuck up.
And
keep going.
There's one of the things that I was thinking about the other day was the point of view that it's so easy to get a sub button now because of how many people have it. Do you think it's harder before, when there was only, because it was extremely hard to get a sub button, but there was a low amount of competition? Or is it better to have an easier time getting a sub button, hi kitty, or having 10 times the amount of competition? So yeah, it's a lot easier to get a sub button now, but Now there's 10 times the amount of people who have it. So do you need to work a little bit harder in order to secure that?
Yeah.
So it's almost like the balancing of the scale. And I think that comes with Twitch just being in a different place now than it was 5 years ago, or even in Justin TV days. I think this is an answer to the how the platform is changing, and I don't know. I think that's kind of where I end there. I'm super excited to have the sub button, and it really, like, it's a motivating force for me now, because I feel like I need to work a lot harder and take it a lot more seriously.
He just wants love.
He just wants love. Yeah, come here. Look, I'm gonna show your stupid face to the camera. Oh, Neck Leroy emote.
Hi.
Hello.
He's so cute.
Oh, you're
I
a good
can't
boy.
handle it.
Oh yeah, get it. Any final points before we close out?
42, I know you got something.
Come on.
I know
What?
I'm missing something, but I'm sure we'll be talking more about this in the future.
Yeah,
For sure, especially on this show.
This is definitely not the last time that I want to talk about it. I definitely feel like there's going to be some tweaks coming from Twitch regarding this program, if not some additions. Additions for partners that are going to be coming up. But again, like I saw all the chatter going on in chat. I love the fact that you guys are giving your opinions in chat, even though we're not responding to them. We are reading them. And again, the whole point of the show is to expand on the way that we feel, so that we can hopefully have our opinions changed if they aren't up to snuff. So this is definitely something that I want to chat about with multiple people, and hopefully get a good, insight on the issue. Not the issue, the current events.
Yeah. And congratulations, Snackers and 42, for getting your affiliate.
Thank you.
And your
It's super
sub
dope.
button. Yeah. I'm excited for you guys.
Thanks. It's definitely an exciting time. That's for sure.
Especially because, again, one more time, you guys put so much time, work, effort, money into this to make it the best it can be. This is a great reward for all of that hard work. It's not just like you're firing up your PS4 and you're like, on party chat with all your bros and screaming and 360 no scopes. You guys are putting your all into your broadcast, so it's a great reward.
I will say the one thing, and like I know you guys had mentioned before that, not everyone's gonna have, with the amount of, like, everybody knows tons of smaller streamers who now have just gotten their affiliate sub badge, and not everybody has the money to be able to sub to every single one of them. The one thing I'm not excited for, and I know it's inevitable at this point, is the amount of people that are going to get upset that they are not getting subbed to by some of the people that they've respected and watched, and then it's actually going to, like, affect their friendship with them. Because I know it's going to happen. There's going to be some people that are like that they've subbed to other people, and that person doesn't sub back to them, and they're like, well, does that mean you don't support me, you don't like me, and this and that and the other? It's like, it's the exact same thing like you were saying about, partners shouldn't think of viewers as money. It's like, you don't just get our subs. Like, it doesn't, just because you got the sub button doesn't mean that I have to sub to you.
Yep.
You still need to earn it.
Yeah, like it's not something that you should just expect from everyone. The amount of people that have subbed to me already, I was like, guys, let me stream for a while first. Like, let me earn this shit. God.
That's a good point.
That is, and that just made me think of when this also is an inevitable feeling. You as a streamer, you have people that have followed you for so long and have always supported you, and then they start streaming and you just can't get in. You just cannot get into their channel to watch, and you're like, oh God, I'm so fucking sorry. But it's just time. Like, the viewers who don't stream just have 10 times the amount of time that a streamer does. And that's just how it goes. But it's just like, you always feel so bad because you want to return that support so badly, but it's just not possible sometimes. And now it's just not financially possible. I added up just this month, and it actually, when I realized how many people I was subbed to, it made me have to cut a couple. I was spending $50 a month in Twitch subs.
Well, and yeah, and the reason why I bring this up too is because it costs more for me to sub to you guys than it does for you.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it says $5 when I sub to you guys, it charges me like $8-9.
Yep. I think
Because it
sorry, go
Thanks,
ahead.
42.
no, and it's just because it converts it to Canadian for me. A sub costs way more for me.
Yeah.
So that's why I have to use them lightly now, which is unfortunate because there's lots of people I wish I could sub to, but it's just not as easy for me.
For affiliates, the payout for a streamer who is an affiliate in the United States is $2.12, and for Canada, it is $1.50 of that $5. Like when you go to the conversion, yeah, and same with people that are outside the United States, it's like 20% of those $5 actually gets to you, and then that gets taxed at the end of the year.
Yeah, I know, and that's why I'm not looking at this like I love the fact that people can sub to me and everything like that now, but there's no way I'm still focusing on my job and my career at work right now because it's like there's no I couldn't even think about making that part of my income nowadays. Like it's insane.
And that's what makes you think, do I want to sub or do I want a bit tip or do I want a tip with PayPal? But you got PayPal, then you got the chargeback fear, so it's like where are you going to take your cut?
Yeah, and then that's just as much as I don't like the fact that it takes so much off from the subbing. At the same time, people like me who sometimes like the fact that I subbed to Robot and I've been subbed to him since day one, I don't give a shit how much it costs me, as long as I know he's getting the sub from it. Plus, I love the fact that I know I can get that share every month.
Yeah.
And go in there and like until the day he stops streaming, I know I'm going to be able to be one of those day one subs.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I care about, and that's the thing I find that's nice about it. Even just for me as a Canadian, is it's nice giving someone that option to be able to have that feeling of going into my channel if they want to, and being like, oh look, I've been here for 2 months, I've been here for 3 months, et cetera, et cetera.
I love you, 42.
All right, moving on to the question and answer. We have like 15, 16 questions.
A lot of them is with me and Alligator.
Hey, that's okay. Answer them truthfully or you're off the podcast.
Up. Down. Uh-oh. What was that bang?
Jesus fucking Christ. Weenie was outside my window.
She forgot the flashlight.
My fucking heart is beating so fast. Pack your shit, bitch! Get the fuck out! Oh my god, I was like, I either just got egged or the cops are here again.
Can we get some F's in chat for Weenie's gonna die tonight?
Busting out dildo number 3.
She's gonna get you good one day. She's gonna scare the living shit out of you. And
well, that was probably payback because I dumped a giant cup of ice cold water on her in the shower yesterday. That was probably payback.
Oh yeah, you deserve that.
I did. Oh god, my heart. All right. First question. This one comes from Jilly Willy. Asa, dude. Asa, dude. Next question from Good Bowler asks for Matt Weenie, how big is it? Well, right now it's extremely tiny because that has all just fucking sucked up into my insides. Next question. I can't believe I missed that one in chat. Middle-aged stream asks, what would your perfect murder weapon be and why? Top down.
Wait, who asked that?
Middle-aged stream?
And we're all hanging out with him in like a week?
Oh god. Yeah. Oh fuck. Don't Beat you first. Alligator.
I don't know. I mean,
Favorite murder weapon?
I don't know. I have so many to choose from. I don't know. It's just, I'd want to have something that, if I was to use it, wouldn't be traceable. So
This is such a dark question.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't know what to choose.
I would stab Speed repeatedly with an icicle. That
Ooh,
way it
no
would just
balls?
melt and there would be no murder weapon. No way to prove it was me.
I just clipped this broadcast. Where's all the proof?
Yo, that shit was on
God damn it.
Mythbusters. Had the ice bullets. That shit's fake. Fake as fuck.
He said
Aw.
an icicle. He could stab
Oh,
with
okay.
Yeah, I sit like stab him with it, like go to your garage and like get the largest icicle and then just stab Speed with it in the butt.
You can try. By the time you get down here, it'll be melted.
Oh man. The
Yeah, I don't
swamp
know
would
what to
melt
choose.
it.
Oh,
40 twat.
I don't fucking know. I've never had to think about this.
What was the most popular Canadian murder weapon? Google that, chat.
Probably a moose.
Not saying sorry.
popular.
All right. 42 is going to pass.
Yeah.
Probably a moose.
Moose antler. There we go.
There you go.
Ooh.
Dead
Who was waiting
air.
for?
Robot.
You.
It's your turn, robot.
I said an icicle. I
Oh,
I
okay.
literally said it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
First.
Sorry, I was going from top down. My bad. Mine would be a fucking like a dildo that shoots acid.
Why?
Because
That's
I had the
evil.
pleasure of fucking somebody in the ass and then shooting
Because
acid.
you would never see it coming.
Here comes a touch of the swamp. That would be my answer. All right.
Zamboni.
Next question from Middle Age Stream. Which animal would make the best type of president if the animal kingdom ever rises up and takes over?
Monkeys, opposable thumbs, dude.
Hit that nuke button.
Yeah, Harambe.
Mm,
New president
Harambe.
confirmed.
Or a dolphin.
Aren't they coming out with like a Lost Planet of the Apes movie again? Like a new one?
Yeah.
My answer was going to be dolphins as well because they are smart as fuck and they like
Hell
to
yeah.
hump
Can't get out of
humans.
the water though.
Yeah, that's true. But well, I guess
With global warming happening, we're all going to be underwater soon.
yeah.
so.
That's true.
All right. Next question. This one comes from Paul. What's the best barbecue food item and drink? So I guess what's your favorite barbecue item and drink?
Oh, baked beans
Mm.
and
I
sweet
love
tea.
a really good corn on the cob on the barbecue.
What are you looking at me that
drink.
way for, robot?
What was
You
the,
don't
what
like
was the
baked
question?
beans?
Barbecue.
said- Barbecue item?
Yeah, like what's your favorite like food to eat at a barbecue or that comes off of the barbecue? And
Yeah, I was
drink.
gonna say like a pulled pork sandwich with candy barbecue sauce, candy apple barbecue sauce, and coleslaw. Oh, on a hot bun.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
For me, I would say like a fat cheesy brat is probably one of my favorite things off the barbecue. I don't think I prefer steak off of a barbecue. I think I like steak in a pan, like a cast iron pan, and like half in a pan, half baked in the oven. I think is my preferred. Maybe because I'm just not good at it when it comes to steak on the grill.
Hot pan.
Hot pocket. All right, next question. Also from Paul. Will there be a trampoline wrestling match at LAN?
An oiled up trampoline
Oh, it's
wrestling
like
match.
that what was that slam ball, the basketball they used with the trampolines. You remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
I'd love to
awesome.
do something like that.
You'll
Yeah.
you'll have to
They have trampoline parks, so
I have a friend that works at one. They have like DJs and like celebrities that come through there all the time.
What would be really fun is if you could get 5 big rectangle shaped trampolines, and then you start on either end. The first trampoline on both sides is like your kind of warm up. The second one is where you make your big jump and you do jousting. So right over top of the
that
center
fucking
one.
hurt, man.
No, well you just
Like
my
jumping into each other.
God.
well yeah you like I don't know you see who dies first. I don't know.
Medieval jousting.
Well, you don't use like giant swords, but you do something else.
Oh,
like,
you use
get,
your
like,
dick. Okay.
Or acid filled dildos.
Yeah.
Hey, you heard it here first, folks. You're gonna have to wait for the stream at the next meetup. You may see like butter-filled kiddie pools. You might not. Next question from Good Bowler. How much speed could SpeedDemon take if SpeedDemon could take speed?
I don't know.
As long as he could disintegrate it into a sweet tea, he'd be happy. I don't think he would care. Speed tea. First emote, speed tea.
There you go.
Stream though.
Yeah.
Actually, honest, I'm just saying. One day.
Maybe.
Next question, also food related. This comes from Middle Age Stream. You're on death row. What would your last meal be? Let's choose one main, 2 sides, and a drink.
What?
So for example, steak, mashed potatoes, beans, drink. Like you have to pick one main item, 2 sides, and then
Macaroni and cheese.
Is that your main?
I was just thinking mac
No,
and
no,
cheese.
no. That's the side. Mac and cheese. What roll would you? Cheese sticks. Cheese sticks. A lot of cheese in this dish.
You're gonna
You're
shit
dying.
the
Who
fucking
cares?
electric chair, dude. You're creating a mess for whoever has to come in after you. This
Tater tot
motherfucker lactose
casserole.
intolerant.
Tater tot casserole. That also has cheese, and some sweet tea.
Surprise!
Surprise. Yeah,
Um,
that's my stuff.
I think I'd have to go with my parents make a really fucking good Yorkshire pie. So good.
Is that like a shepherd's pie, but just different? It's like
it's
pot pie.
the way that I can best explain it, at least the way that they make it, is it's like they make it in a cast iron frying pan, and it ends up being like you cut it into like pizza slices, but it's like a dough with like ground beef in it. And if you have that with gravy, oh, so good.
That does sound hearty.
So I would do that with I would say just like McDonald's fries, because those are just fucking addicting and delicious. And as weird as it sounds, I don't think it really matches that dish, but I love egg salad. So I would have to have some like macaroni egg salad as another side.
Sounds like a famous 42 sex move.
And then
40 egg
just, I don't
salad.
know, a really good beer. Something I just too many to pick.
My wife's chicken tacos, homemade chicken tacos, the best tacos I've ever had in my life. Oh my God, I could eat that all day. Side of cheesy potatoes with no onions in it. A side of mac and cheese, a little barbecue sauce, not barbecue sauce, hot sauce on the mac and cheese. And if we're talking drinks, I would probably go for a dragon's milk for my last beer.
If you're
It
ever
would
on
not
death
at
row.
all go good with that food. But
Yeah,
I would just drink it anyways.
Our palate matching abilities really fucking suck, but hey, what do you expect from us, all right? The
Yeah.
show has Hot Pockets in the title.
And Crocs.
I think a fucking like the biggest New York strips like cast iron reverse seared steak would be my main course. Poutine for a side. I'd probably have either an antipasto or a Caesar salad as the other side, and then I'm gonna have to go with a Final Absolution for my final beer. I don't think there's a more fitting beer for that. But yeah, poutine. If I had the option to make poutine both sides to have my serving doubled, I'd probably do that. So steak, poutine, Final Absolution,
And chicken and dumplings.
Those are good.
Chicken and dumplings.
Oh baby.
Oh baby.
Oh my god. No ice cap. Oh fucking ice cappuccinos.
No.
And a nice risotto.
Hey, whoa.
Yeah,
Hey.
if I'm getting executed like first thing in the morning, I'm switching my beer to a Timmy's.
Oh, yeah, coffee.
That'd be a shitty way to wake up. You don't get to have your coffee and then you're just dead. That'd be pretty shitty.
My favorite screenshot I've ever taken of 42 while he was streaming is where he was in front of a Canadian flag wearing a flannel jacket and were you wearing a winter hat or your red
I don't know
Canadian
what those are technically
hat?
called.
A parka? Are they
And
called
with a
parkas?
cup of Timmy's. I have that
Yeah.
somewhere. I love that photo so
It's
much.
so jolly.
42 is gonna leave his original beer for his drink, but ask that Timmy's coffee gets put into the lethal injection machine instead. All right, cool.
That hot sub.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing you can't put into the lethal injection. I gotta drink it, and it's got to be in the disposable Timmy's cup too. It can't be in no fucking ceramic bullshit.
And that lid better fucking leak when they hand it to me.
Oh yeah, I want it leaking all over the place.
Just like my women. All right, next question. In 2 weeks, will you all be watching Game of Thrones season 7? That was from Ideal Shooting.
Oh,
Never watched
I'm
a single episode.
you're missing out, man. Missing out. Knackers just started watching it.
I'm not gonna be able to catch up in time. I'm currently on episode. We just got to the end of episode 3 right before the podcast of season 1. I was at the fucking airport on my way to North Carolina, and I loaded up my fucking Plex server and I hit play. I watched the first half an hour of episode 10 of season 1 of Game of Thrones, and I won't say no spoilers, but I saw the head of a main character on a stick, and I was like, he's already dead? Are you fucking kidding? I'm like, what is going on? I tap on my screen, the UI pops up, and it says episode 10, season 10. Like, you guys are fucking kidding me. But
Oh my god.
I already know about 60% of the people who die in Game of Thrones. Like, I've seen the Red Wedding episode. I've seen the episode of, like, the final fight between the Prince and the Mountain. I've seen a bunch of random episodes here and there. So it wasn't a spoiler for me. But I was like, this is what I fucking get for trying to watch this goddamn show. But yeah, I will eventually get caught up and I'll watch it. This one comes from Middle Age Stream. How many alligators do you think SpeedDemon has wrestled, made love to? I need 2 separate answers for those.
Because it's 2 different animals,
and 0.
technically.
0 and 0?
Yeah.
Okay. The mics are turned off. The cameras are off. What's your answer now?
They're not turned off. It's still
Okay.
0.
Okay, baby. God damn it. All right. Next question. This one comes from Anunnaki. How many feet long is the largest gator Speed has ever wrestled?
Have you seen a gator at the swamp bayou?
We don't have a swamp, but I've seen a couple in the river beside us.
Okay.
Beside you.
So how long
do you
do you
mean
think?
inside you?
I mean, I don't know, like 6 to 8 foot.
Holy hell!
Those aren't even that big of alligators.
Big to me.
Wow.
2 inches is big to you.
Whoa. Yo, nice one, Speed.
I have no witty response for that one. I'm just gonna let
That
you
was
have
really
that.
good.
That was, yeah.
I was not expecting
No,
that.
Mom said two was average. All right. What kind of saddle does the robot use to ride Speed's mom?
Great. Okay, it's oiled leather. It's really fancy. I can't remember the brand name, but I got it for a great deal at Costco.
Is it stitched together by a bunch of beef jerky and limited jerky? Some cherry maple.
Oh my
Oh.
god! Don't even.
Or
Can
is
we
it
not talk
alligator
about food
jerky?
more? I'm starving.
Yo, I got some fucking Jets barbecue chicken pizza and Jets bread waiting for me in the fridge.
Oh, no wonder you've been trying to wrap up this episode really quick.
Yeah. All right, next question. What is Knacker's going to do with Bozo now that he has Weenie there? Look,
Ooh.
they both have holes. They're both perfectly usable. I'm going to do what I can to keep myself satisfied, all right? And
Bozo actually does have a huge hole in his butt. and it's got a cork too. Like you pull it out.
like a spit valve on a trombone. All right. And the final question from Anunnaki is: if you are not real people to MrFortyTwo, what would you consider yourself?
Virtual.
Wait, is this a question for me?
I think it's a question
An
for what
IRL.
we think of ourselves.
Since we're not IRL
To each
friends.
other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because we already know, been buddies for years. We know so much about each other, but like I've only ever seen 42 once in person. I haven't
Twice.
seen Speed. Twice.
I will
2
one
LAN
day.
parties.
One day. Let me get vacation.
You keep
Yeah,
saying
no,
that.
Well, I know
I have to work
Knackers
there for
and
like
Robot
2
are
years,
real.
get a vacation.
Mm,
So
yeah.
I have to see you in person until I know you're real. You could just be a computer simulation.
an
CGI is really
AI.
good these days.
I'm just an AI, guys. I don't exist.
I've seen 42 in person twice now. So are we friends, 42?
He slept in your bed.
You did more
you
than
got
No
sleep.
pillow.
You used to have a shrine in your bathroom of me. I don't think that's there anymore.
It is still there.
It's a shrine of
Wow.
One of the first things Weenie said when she got into the bathroom is, why is there a can of Molson in the top shelf of your shower with 2 little Paul Mitchell travel shampoo and conditioners? It's not
That's
going
awesome.
anywhere, okay? It is staying.
Do you want me to
And
bring you like a little wallet picture you can hang on the?
yes, can you have it laminated so it doesn't?
Yeah, I'll laminate it and then you can. So that way you can do stuff to it and wash it off easily.
I would say so that it doesn't get wet from the shower, but we all know it's gonna get wet from something else. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Hey.
Second to last question. This one comes from Passive Games. While streaming, what would be the worst thing other than being disconnected that would drive you insane? Top down.
From all you guys, probably audio. I don't know. I don't stream that much, but I mean, all you guys have problems with audio messing up during your stream.
Wait, read that
Is that what
question
you want?
again?
While streaming, okay, what's the worst thing, like the thing that annoys you the most, or the thing that pisses you off the most about streaming, like being live, other than your internet cutting out and getting disconnected?
I mean, I don't know if there's anything that I hate the most, but if there's something that I could list that I would hate to happen, it would be my like headphones blowing out. Like if something was like just blasted into my ears so loud that it like
Oh,
made me rip my headphones off, and then for the rest of the stream I was like terrified it was gonna happen again. That would drive me nuts.
Mine would be just like forgetting to turn on the fucking game capture.
You do that all the time.
I do that all the time where I'm like talking on webcam and then I'll play the game for like a whole minute and I'm just on webcam. Nobody can see the gameplay. And it takes me a minute to realize. It happens all the
You're
time.
getting like
There-
real excited and like, oh my god, look at this. And
Yeah.
We can't even fucking see.
There
Yep.
was a Hearthstone streamer that I watched named Trump, and I don't know today if he did it as a joke, but he played Ori and the Blind Forest for 2.5 hours. He played through it and didn't have his game capture on, but he turned off his chat so that he wouldn't get any spoilers. And so he streamed the game for 2.5 hours, and it was just a black screen in his webcam.
Oh my god.
And I don't know if to this day if he did it on purpose or not, but he was playing the game. We could all hear it. But everybody's chat's like freaking out, like talk to him, text him. And he was like, he made a point on the stream. He's like, I'm not gonna answer my phone because I know people are gonna start tweeting at me and doing all this shit to try and spoil it. And he
I think he
played
did
through
that
the
on
entire.
purpose.
I
Because
don't
who
know,
goes to that
maybe.
link to turn off their phone? So
Well,
they
he
don't get
definitely
spoiled?
didn't see chat. He definitely didn't see it.
I mean, I kind of
No
understand chat.
donations or bits came through with the voice or something. Wow, that is.
And if he didn't, that
amazing.
was awful. That was something horribly bad that happened to him.
Wow.
I can only imagine playing. He played through the whole thing.
I don't know about the whole thing. I think it was like the end of it, but
That's insanely funny.
I'm trying to think of because like audio, I think audio is just a given for me just because of what I've been through dealing with audio. I think when things that work all of the time that all of the sudden just stop working, like when one stream out of 5 Streamlabs makes me drop frames and overencodes my CPU just out of nowhere, drives me
Right.
insane. And I remember I used to get so triggered when I was trying to do snack chat and the iPad wouldn't push audio to the PC, it would only push video, I would get so triggered that I would be like ready to shut the stream off because I was just getting so mad because sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. So it's like when you have something that doesn't work, it works consistently and then just for no reason at all just doesn't fucking work and then goes back and there's nothing you can do to fix it. That pisses me off the most.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I just thought of another one.
I know. I thought about one too. How I know there's a lot, like, to be a really good streamer and to have the flexibility to do some of the stuff that the top streamers do, you have to be able to think of stuff on the fly. But how much does it suck when you spend like so long setting up to play one game and then you go to launch that game and it doesn't work and you can't capture it or anything, so now you have to play a different game and it's like I don't know what to do here. Like, do I just go play some shitty game? Everybody was looking forward to this. Yeah. And then you just gotta find something else to do. That does suck. I hate that.
My Stream Deck fucking up lately has been driving me insane.
Oh, really?
I think I've had more issues with my Stream Deck than anybody I know.
You just have bad issues with everything.
Yeah, I'm fucking cursed, dude.
I'm thinking it's computer.
Get gonorrhea one time and it just fucks up the rest of your life. It's just like
to make you feel better, I have been having issues with mine getting my keybinds to work with Discord. I can't. My mute button stopped working.
Okay.
I have a mute mic and a deafen button on my Stream Deck, and it just stopped working. I had to rebind them to a few other things, and it still sometimes doesn't work.
Okay. Alrighty. Last question. This one also comes from Anunnaki. Oh wait. No, I'm sorry. We have 3 more. Let's do these quickly. Middle-aged stream asks, you can only choose one: mayo or mustard.
Mustard.
Mayo, because I'm fat.
Oh my god, you mayo loving cunt.
I'm gonna choose mayo as well.
He just likes white stuff.
I actually, I don't know why, but the mayo I've been using, it's like one of those, the newer style bottles where like the cap's on the bottom and you stand the bottle on top of the cap, right? Anyways, I opened it up and for some reason pressure's been building in the bottle. I flipped the cap open and mayo shot on my dick. I mean the dick of my pants. So I wasn't naked making a sandwich. Although that's actually not a bad idea. But it was just like and there's just mayo on my crotch. So mayo.
I'm a mayo guy as well.
How do you?
I'm like Jax.
I've tasted mayo one time before. I just found it so disgusting.
You don't taste mayo by itself. That's just
it was on a sandwich. It was on a sandwich. I just
mayo and mustard mixed together. Is really good.
That's like seeing who's on the other end of the glory hole. You don't look. You just stick your dick through it and you hope for the best. This mayo by itself is disgusting. It is repulsive.
I wouldn't taste mayo by itself.
Yeah,
I use it for grilled cheese too instead of butter.
I can't do mustard by itself, so I will say that.
Really?
Mustard?
No, no.
Okay.
See,
also Chipotle mayo.
This may be a southern thing, but did you know the mustard, if you put it on a burn, it draws the heat out and keep you from blistering? Cold mustard.
Nope, not buying it. Not fucking buying that for a goddamn second. I'm gonna go to the ER with a fucking infection in like 2 weeks, and it's gonna be all your fault.
You have a mustard seed infection.
I mean, it can't be like 3rd-degree burns. Maybe like you burn yourself like with let's say a cigarette or something. It's not for like 3rd-degree burns, but like some small little bit of burn. And yeah, it.
Chat, we need proof.
Out.
I want a link. I want proof.
Yeah,
that this works.
Because remember how like back in the day they said it was okay to like rub feces into your burns and your open wounds, and like, yeah, this is great. And all people fucking died of yellow fever.
That was back in the people still do this. It's like a old-fashioned remedy.
Maybe it just hasn't been debunked yet.
It works. I've done it before. Okay.
I remember hearing once about how mixed martial arts fighters would their morning pee, they would drink it. Because it has like nutrients in them that you just haven't technically digested.
No.
Apparently that got debunked as well, but there was a big time fighter that was doing it, and everybody thought it was disgusting.
Me and Robot know somebody that used to drink their own piss. He loved it.
Oh god, it was a she.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
She definitely looked like she drank her own piss as well.
Okay, some have suggested that the anti-inflammatory properties of turmeric, the spice that gives mustard its familiar yellow color, eases the pains of burns. Others think it's the cold, creamy nature of mustard that helps with a burn. Okay, so maybe it's not. It's believed. I don't know if it's proven.
Next time you get a burn, put mustard on it. Just do it. Okay?
Like
Call 911
if that's if that's the case, then like warm mustard, like room temperature mustard would probably help technically, because it's just the I don't know, maybe it being cold helps.
It helps too.
Soothe, yeah. But that's interesting.
Where's
Thanks for the
try
links,
it.
guys.
if you're gonna burn yourself, where are you gonna be? Are they gonna be at home? Or like, why don't you just fucking call 911 instead? When do you have
I'm not-
mustard on you?
I'm not talking about a serious burn. I'm talking about like
No, if you
something
burn yourself in
simple.
the kitchen on
Yeah.
the
Like
oven or
something simple.
something.
A serious burn, don't, because you will get an infection putting it on an open burn.
Someone sent me a link, mustardmuseum.com/burn relief.
Bede's house is going to be burning down, and the last thing the firefighter is going to hear him say is, "Get the mustard!"
Apparently,
Bother
this is a
squirt mustard.
thing. I'm putting this in chat, but apparently that's a thing.
Mustard museum. They probably have different types.
Mustard Museum. Thanks, Bassett.
Oh my
That's
god.
awesome.
All right, let's get to the last two questions. Have you seen the Doc's Boom TV VR stream experience? What do you think about it? I have not.
What? What is this? Do we
I
have a link or something?
saw about like 30 seconds of this. Boom, like, his replay system. So like when something epic happens, everybody spams the boom emote, and then a window comes in the top left and like replays what just happened, like on the stream. Anyways, apparently the company's fooling around with VR, where you can like hang out people in a virtual room. It's like a basement with a couch, and there's a TV with the dock stream playing, and then there was like a Ferrari in the other corner of the room that you could, or a Lamborghini that you could go up to. It's interesting. I think they're just playing with VR. It's just a demo, but it's pretty cool.
Gotcha.
It's like a virtual place to go watch like Twitch games or like
Oh, dude,
matches
It
from a
shows them
3D
watching
view.
a CS:GO match with VR, like hovering over everybody. That's pretty cool.
All right, last question. Are you watching Summer Games Done Quick? And if so, what games are you most interested in watching being running?
I haven't
Just-
watched yet, and I don't know what's going to be played. It's just something I like tune into every now and then when I have nothing to do.
I was watching it earlier today. I watched them do Halo. I watched them do Diddy Kong Racing. A few other games. I don't know if it's on the schedule. I haven't actually looked at the schedule yet. I'm always so disappointed by the schedule because they always play the games that I want to watch at like fucking 2 a.m.
Yep.
Like nobody's awake to watch those.
Yeah.
But I'm actually excited. I know someone has to be stream running the new Doom, like the brand new one.
Yeah.
I would be
Yeah.
really excited to see that.
I want to see that again. In fact, I want to play it again, especially with Wolfenstein coming out soon.
Yeah.
I watched a little bit of the Halo speed run today, just a little bit. I unfortunately did not get a chance to check out any speed runs today just because I was working around the house pretty much all day. I haven't even looked at the schedule for what's upcoming, so I can't say what I'm excited for. If there is I want to be the Bashi speed run, or like anything that Witwix is gonna speed run, I'll fucking watch that. But I have no idea, unfortunately.
I saw Diddy Kong Racing and Halo today. Those are the only 2 games, but they're going to be going for like a whole week.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
there's so much coming.
All right.
I'm curious of how much they're going to make because it's constantly been getting higher and higher with their donation.
Mm-hmm. Super excited to see what they reach this year.
True that.
That is it for the questions. Apologies to anybody that submitted questions after we had already started. We have to cut it off at some point or else we'll just keep going and going and going. So if you have a question that you want to ask, be sure to get in on the next episode of Crocs and Hot Pockets and throw it in before we get to that point, and we will be sure to answer those questions at the end of the show. So that is going to be nearing the end of our podcast tonight. What we're going to do is go around the room one more time. to get you acclimated with all of the hosts and guests that we have on the show tonight. So Speed, we will start with you.
I am SpeedDemon. You can find me on the GSM forums and Discord, and on Twitter at SpeedDemon2533.
My name is MrFortyTwo, and I am on Twitch and Instagram at MrFortyTwo, and on Twitter at MrFortyTwoTV.
I am BadBadRobot. You can find me on twitch.tv/BadBadRobot. I stream on Twitch 5 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday night streams, and Tuesday, Thursday day streams for my EU peeps. I'm also on Twitter and Instagram at the BadBadRobot.
Hello, my name is Knackers. You guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Knackers with 3 A's. You can also find me on this Twitch channel. I stream 4 times a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and of course the Crocs and Hot Pockets podcast every single Sunday. The next Crocs and Hot Pockets podcast is going to be next Monday, not Sunday, but Monday. With actually Amber's Arcade. She's hanging out in chat right now. So she's going to be our guest next Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Got a lot of awesome things to talk about on that podcast as well. So this is going to conclude this episode of the podcast. Thank you so much for hanging out, everybody. It was a blast having you. Thank you for all the bits and the subs that ran through throughout the stream. I'm sorry I couldn't give you appropriate. Thank you, and just know that I really fucking appreciate it. Thank you so much. We will see you guys next week, next Monday, for the next Crocs and Hot Pockets podcast. Thank you so much for being here. We hope you guys have a great week. We'll catch you later. Everybody say bye.
Bye.